Hey, you guys, it's me, Trey, and I am like super duper uber late. I know, I should have been on earlier. I forgot to make the thing, which is a good thing I didn't because life happens. Life hit me very bad this week, and I am trying to recover from it. So I know it's going to be a little adjustment, but hey, I'm here. I am still going to give you some content that you'll like and love and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So just, bear with me. And, I had my, what, I had my first week. I had my first week on Twitter. Yeah. So, today is the first week. Yeah, it's a whole week. And it's been something, I can tell you that. But I know it's not the most exciting thing, but hey, it's me. You know what I'm saying? So I just do what I can, and hey, we're going to keep we're going to keep this train going on. Chugga 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 choo choo. I should have put out a little thing. I mean, I still have to get used to like trying to remind myself that I have a Twitter. Sometimes I go on there just to like reply to something or tag like Dylan into stuff. But other than that, I don't really I haven't really got in depth with Twitter. I'm trying not to. I might need to get me a VPN before I even start this nonsense because I ain't trying to get doxxed because I be hearing a lot of people be trying to find people's IP address and all kinds of stuff to dox them if they don't like your opinion or something. So maybe I need to buy a VPN. If any of you guys know a good VPN, let me know. I would definitely love if you guys let me know about a VPN. Like if anybody got a VPN, let me know how VPNs work because I don't know how VPNs work at all. But my week was a little hectic though. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you guys. It was a little hectic, but we're we're still trying. Okay. But the news of everything is like, dang, the CW canceled almost everything, right? Like, holy crap, the CW said no to everything. But I had already told you guys about Naomi. So I was very happy about Naomi's cancellation anyway. Batwoman, praise be the Jesus. Legends of Tomorrow, what is whatever. Roswell, Charm, Legacy, all of those shows got canceled as well. But I heard that Gotham Knights is getting picked up, and I also heard that Powerpuff Girls is being rethemed. I mean, not rethemed, but repiloted or redeveloped or whatever. I just don't get it. Like, people don't want the, if people don't like the show or whatever, I mean, didn't like the pilot. What makes you think we're gonna like the show when it comes back out? Oh well, we're doing a retooling of the pilot. Okay, sure, whatever. Like, okay, but I don't know. I honestly, to God, honestly, do not know what they're trying to do right now. But okay, you know what I mean. Okay. Oh, I was on line, and you you think Gotham Knights will get canceled after one season? It most likely, to be honest, I don't even know if it's going to get picked up for a whole season. Like, people keep thinking like just because a series got picked up, it doesn't mean that the entire run of the season got picked up. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. Mm. So I don't know. The premise of Gotham Knights sounds garbage, but it's not as bad. I mean, it's also as garbage as what we heard about Gotham Knights. Did any of you guys hear about Gotham Knights? How they canceled last gen consoles. So it's just kind of like, oh, because we want to focus more on developing for next gen. And I'm just like, look at Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins. They still look good to this day, and they're on last gen consoles. Hell, one of them is on PlayStation 3, I believe. I think Arkham City was on PlayStation 3 before it went to PlayStation 4 or whatever. But if Arkham Knight can look this good and still to this day, if Horizon Zero Dawn can look good, if Ghost of Tsushima can look good on PlayStation 4, I'm not really trying to hear about, oh, we're trying to do the best we can with the Gotham Knights on the next console, because what's going to happen is that they're gonna lose money. I already know that. I can already tell you they're gonna lose some money. And what's gonna happen is once they lose, they're gonna lose some millions. Because I don't care what none of y'all say. It's not that many PlayStation 5s or Xbox Ones out there for people to get, or Series X. I'm sorry, Series X. That's what I meant to say. It's not that many of them to go by. So I just don't understand like how this is gonna work. You know what I'm saying? it it is just kind of a little selfish and a little arrogant to think that you can just wait 6 months up until now when the game's been in development hell for years, and it was supposed to come out originally on a PlayStation 4. Now all of a sudden, oh, we're making sure that we're trying to do the whole thing. What does that sound like? Cyberpunk 2049 all over again. You know what I mean? I just don't get it, because all of these games, every time they say that nonsense, the game ain't finished worth shit. They always trying to overdo everything, and we get trash. We honestly get trash. And I don't know why Nightwing doesn't have a glider. I don't know why he doesn't have glide wings. I don't know why Jason Todd looked like a beefed up steroid meathead. I don't know why he's mystically jumping through the fucking air like a retard. There were just so many things wrong with the trailer, and then the animation was wrong. And then when we saw Dick Grayson as Dick Grayson, I'm like, holy crap, what happened to this man's neck? I mean, he walks like he got a hunchback, and he shouldn't be. Not for acrobatic. I just don't know. I don't know. I think there's a lot to the drawing board that they can do with Gotham Knight, but hell, we're gonna get a terrible TV show, and then a lot of us aren't even gonna be able to play the video game. So, congratulations, WB, for shooting yourself in the head. Jason Todd looks 30 or 40 years old. Yeah, and he's supposed to be younger than Dick Grayson. So I don't even understand what the hell they was thinking. And sup, Ebony Williams? How's it going? I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking at all, because it was stupid. It was dumb as hell. Oh, it was too stupid for words, to be honest. Oh, um what was it? What was I? It was something. Oh, I was on Twitter, and matter of fact, I can show you guys now that I'm on Twitter. Jason Todd looked like the Hush model from Arkham City game. Yeah, but he looks buffer though. He really does look buffer. Let me see. Oh, I gotta pull it up now. Okay, hold on. Now that I got it, I gotta remember that I have one. Okay, hold on, guys. I want to pull something up just to how I do this thing. Did I don't even remember. I think I did. Did I sign up like this? Oh Lord. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. Coolio. All right. There we go. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I was trying to I was trying to see, like, did I do this right? Okay, as you guys know that I'm on Twitter right now, and If you guys haven't followed me, follow me. Make sure you follow me. As promised, you guys wanted me to get this Twitter. I expect you guys to follow me, please and thank you. But no, what I wanted to get to down here. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't got a chance to watch Superman, the Failure Father of Three video that I did a while back, it's in the link, so you guys can check that one out. Right here. Shane Davis, he retweeted this tweet right here where I was like, this is a conversation John Kent should have been having with Jay Nakamura when he was told about Jay working with terrorists. And this came from Superman Batman The Search of Kryptonite, because Lana, Superman former love, she she turned against Clark and stuff like that too when he found out that Lana was supplying kryptonite for a lot of people to kill Superman, but she was trying to keep the company afloat or whatever or something like that. And you saw like how Superman was like looking, you see how powerful Superman was looking at her. He was like, it doesn't matter what the reasoning was, you tried to kill me, whatever the reason is, you were wrong. And I don't have any sympathy for you, even though I still love you. I can't forgive you for what you did. You know what I mean? And I thought that this was such a powerful thing. You know what I mean? Instead of like what Jay said. I mean, so John came into the house after Batman told John Kent about everything, and he was like, hey, is it true that you are working with these terrorists? And then Jay kind of sidestepped. He was like, oh God, thank goodness, I thought you was here to break up with me. And I'm just like, what I'm like, no, what are we doing here right now? It's just weird how they keep acknowledging like it's okay for what Jay Nakamura is doing is great. Like, no, Jay Nakamura works with the terrorist group. Should we be surprised? No, we shouldn't be surprised, but that's life, right? And of course, I had somebody talking about like, well, we don't really know the extent of what Jay's doing with the group or not. I'm like, it doesn't really matter what he's doing. He's still working with them regardless. Why would you be okay with working with a terrorist group? You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. And then especially when Batman is telling you that he doesn't trust Jay Nakamura and he knows about, their plot to destroy whatever that damn country is and quote unquote free the people from the country. Like, Batman wouldn't say this stuff if it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's what happens when you have people who don't really, care about comic books or whatever. This is what you get. Look at that DC Trinity right now. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Yeah, look at them. Oh yeah, let's talk about this dumb stuff. in my tweet about Gwen Stacy return. What I say? No fuck Gwen Stacy ass. I'm sick of her and her clones and her children, her alternate reality self. Stay dead. And look at her. She looks like she's tired of being brought back as a gimmick. Hell, I'm tired of looking at her, and I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody's saying. John Romita Jr. just my God, it looks like he gave up on life. Look at this. This should look way better than what it looks like. And I'm not impressed. You know? Oh, I retweeted this one about I can't wait for a Black Panther to be played by a white guy. Oh God. What's up, everybody? Just got home unloading some alcohol brought after work. Nice. Gwen Stacy should be forgotten. She definitely should be forgotten. She should be forgotten all the time, every time, all the time. Her face. Yes, her face. Look, don't her face look like she tired? Her face said, "Oh God, here I go again with this bullshit." Look, she looked like she like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again with this shit. Oh, she like, I'm so tired. Hey, Peter. Hey. Yeah, that's right, Peter. I'm back. Okay. What happened this time? What happened this time? How much of a failure are you? South African Black Panther. Yeah. They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that. Oh God. Oh, and then I talked about this one. I said Richard said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna show all y'all I can be sexy. I can be sexy and superhero and a wife, a mom. Like, look at this outfit that Sue wore back in the 90s. I think it was the 90s, the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. She was like, yeah, that's right, y'all. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm a superhero. Bow down, bitches. They would never let a costume like this ever, ever. None of the new bitches could ever wear what she wore. Oh God. Take 5,003 of Gwen Stacy comes back. Yeah, basically it is the same takeover again. Honestly, I never liked it. John Romita Jr. went into digital art. He never draws faces good. Yeah. And it looks sloppy, to be honest. It looks sloppy. Hold on, let me see. I got notifications. Oh, somebody liked it what I tweeted. Yay. Okay. Let me go back to that. Let's see. See, the CW Powerpuff Girl reboot reportedly is still in development. Please. Oh yeah. Here's my multiverse of madness. Yeah, when Yugi, you saying you Jaden from Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds and Yu-Gi-Oh GX crossed over together. My only beef was the movie should have been longer. The movie definitely should have been longer, if you ask me. Now, this is Dylan's favorite character right here. This is Dylan's favorite character right here. Favorite character in the Fantastic Four, Sue Richards, or Sue Storms. She's always been one of my favorites. I mean, hello, invisibility with force fields. Come on now. I mean, how could you not like that? You know, this this looks like Dora the Explorer and Bob the Builder threw up and had a thing for a child. This is what this shit is. Oh yeah, here's another multiverse of madness. Team Rainbow Rocket art from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where all of the villainous leaders from alternate realities team up and create a new team called Team Rainbow Rocket, and it's up to the main character to stop Team Rainbow Rocket. Now that's a multiverse of madness right there. I just don't understand what fashion is anymore. Oh God. That Yu-Gi-Oh film was better. Yeah. There's Dylan.
What's up, everybody?
The thing for me. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The thing is cool, but I always liked the Invisible Woman. I don't know. Um, early days I was kind of upset because I was like, okay, here this bitch go, always falling out. But once they finally let go of that and start letting her explore her powers more, then she became. I was like, okay, all right, Sue. Okay, wait, you can expand a force field in somebody's body? Sign me up, because nobody could prove that I did anything. I'd be like, who did what?
I don't know. For me, I was just never a fan of the Fantastic Four. I don't know what it is. Like, they're cool and everything. It's just for some reason, like those characters never. I don't know. They never appeal to me. I don't know why.
Okay, Dylan. But besides the live action movies, have you seen the 90s cartoon and the 2001?
Yeah, and like I said, for some reason, it just doesn't. I
Okay.
don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is about the characters. It's not that I don't like them. It's just for some reason, like when you talk to me about Marvel characters, they're never anywhere near like the front of my mind as far as characters that
Yeah.
I think of. I always forget. I don't know why. It's like the weirdest thing. I just have this
Well, Marvel,
disconnect with the
you know,
Fantastic
Marvel
Four.
has been abusing them since 2000s. You know,
That
ever
is
since the
true.
2000 came, ever since the 2000s came, they were like, fuck it. Because remember, the Fantastic Four used to be everywhere. And that's how we got a lot of Marvel characters. See, guys, if you guys don't know your Marvel history, how we got a lot of iconic characters, they had to go through the Fantastic Four first. That's how you
It
bring
is
in new
true.
characters. That's how you bring in
Mhm.
new characters. A new character had to meet the first family of Marvel first before you do anything. You got to go through the Fantastic Four first. And then if you're
I
good
mean,
enough, then you get a series. I-
and I mean, like that's part of the reason why I'm like, I don't hate them because like they gave us one of my favorite villains, which is Doctor Doom. So I'm like, without them, like Doctor Doom doesn't exist. So I'm like,
yeah,
I don't hate them. I do want them to exist. I've just never been like, I don't know. I've never really like had that kind of interest in them for some reason.
yeah. Okay, wait. The first half of the 90s Fantastic Four was yikes. Was yikes. That animation needed Jesus. But you know, season two looked good though. Season two was looking real good though. I
Man,
mean,
a lot of things in the '90s were kind of
no, I'm
questionable.
talking about because remember the Fantastic Four was the first show of the Fox Kids thing because then it was Fantastic Four, then it was that Silver Surfer show, then it was Incredible Hulk, then we got Iron Man because even Iron Man season one was kind of like yikes.
Yeah, a lot of them, but like they do get a pass because it's like there weren't a whole lot of like
Yeah,
things back then. I mean, before that, you had like what you had Superman during the Fleischer Studios era. You had
but that
what?
good though.
Yeah, it does. God, it looks
Like
amazing every time I see them. The way
to
that
this
they like
day,
drew.
to
It's
this
still like
day,
I look at the way that they did Metropolis. I'm like, oh God, I want to live there.
I mean, the only reason why I'm saying that is because like it sucks though because like once you got past season one of the shows, season two is when the shows look good and it started getting good, and then Fox was like cancel. I was like,
Mhm.
what? The
Every
show
time.
just got good. It's not our fault that season one looked like trash.
See, and that's the thing. Like they get us to like something while it still don't look good, and then when it starts getting better, they're like, "No, they really they're not interested." It's like we were just getting there. Give it a little bit longer, we would have been just
What
fine.
I'm saying, especially because Fantastic Four was starting to introduce a lot more characters. We were starting to see a lot of interesting things going on. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One thing
Word.
I'm also mad about that we got a chance to get while we had Spider-Man, a Daredevil series, like a Daredevil animated
Oh
series.
yeah,
I don't understand why we never got one. Like he
that
would
would have
pop
been
up in
so
all the
perfect.
shows, but we never got a Daredevil show. And you remember
Mm.
you remember that time where they had made that big event between Spider-Man versus Daredevil when he
Mhm.
showed up in the 90s one, and like he had like four episode arc in the
Yeah,
in the series. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. Daredevil showing up. I remember
that's what
I
I'm saying.
remember I remember having the VHS. For some of you old heads, back in the day we used to watch movies and shows on VHSs. And I remember my mom got me the Spider-Man versus Daredevil VHS, thing
Nice.
where you get to see all the episodes of Daredevil and Spider-Man. I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they did introduce Daredevil in Fantastic Four. That's what I'm saying. Like Fantastic Four was literally like a gateway, and that's what I think they should do. If you're going to introduce new characters, use the Fantastic Four. Use the Fantastic Four, and I'm not saying like use them as like use them. I'm talking about make sure Fantastic Four are the main characters, but make sure the new character is relevant to the introduction. You know what I'm saying? Like we got Black
Mhm.
Panther because of the Fantastic Four. We got Silver
Yeah,
Surfer because of Fantastic Four, but they made sure that the story still focused on the Fantastic Four at the end of the day. That's what they need to do. Now let's talk about Dylan's favorite character right here. Escapade.
oh god, I
Dylan.
still why even that name? Like seriously, why did they choose that name?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why Bob the Builder and Dora the Explorer. had a reject baby. Look at her. Look at her. Look at it. It looks like a reject of it really does. And it looks like she was a fan of April O'Neil and she was like, "Oh my god, my parents always talked about April O'Neil."
I mean, seriously, what is this outfit? I really need to know because it's just that it's so much wrong with it that I'm like, what part of this did y'all look at and were like, that looks good? Because no part of this should have been drawn like this. Like, come on
None
now.
of that should have been greenlit at all.
No, at all. The scuba goggles with this little blue leather jacket, half C, and then like the coveralls and the boots that don't fit. I'm like, none of this makes sense. Then you got the little biker gloves. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing, y'all? And then the
And
way
then,
that she flies, like, come on.
my thing is her powers is basically like a bootleg version of Rogue and Hope Summers' powers. I'm like,
Mm.
really? Really? Okay, so she has the power to transport herself to the person that she wants to take powers from, but she can only use their powers for a limited time. But she can swap her power, whatever her basic power set is. She can swap it with the hero for 4 hours. Like what? What? Who the fuck? What?
Oh God.
What?
That's what they always do with these characters. They're like, well, there are powers that we like, but we don't like the drawback. So we're just going to like limit it sort of. So she only gets it for 4 hours, but that way she doesn't hurt anybody. It's like, okay, well, that's cheating.
My thing is, wait, how the hell do you transport yourself to the person? Then siphon off their powers just to swap whatever your basic power is with them. I mean, okay, all right, okay. I, I don't know. I don't know.
It's And of course, they always have to introduce these damn characters in these anthology shits, this Marvel Voices Pride. They just did it last year with that other character, Somnus, who has
Yeah,
not been seen at all since then. So it's like, now we got another one coming out. It's like, for what? Like, Somnus, too, was also a mutant. So I'm like, so are y'all just going to keep making new mutants to represent everything? And then we just never see them again until the next year?
it just don't make no sense at this point.
Mm.
Like you can't introduce a new LGBT character every damn week. They're doing it every week now at this point, Dylan. They're not even doing it every year or every month. We're literally getting a new LGBT character every fucking week. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like, damn, this shit don't even make no damn sense. God gave it really don't make sense. And of course, if you don't like it, you this and that. And then of course, get this. They said that Somnus and this bitch are gonna have important roles in the future of X-Men, and they're gonna really change the face of the X-Men. And I'm like,
Mm.
of course they are.
Yeah, right. Because that's how you do character development. You tell people like a year or two before it actually happens that yeah, they're going to be important because they're going to be the ones to save the day. It's like you haven't even built any of that up. We don't know who these characters are, and you're already telling us that's going to be the hero of the day in like 2 years. Like, come on, man.
At this point, Blaster, Pride Month is every year. I mean 365 days minus
Pretty much.
Christmas.
Pretty much.
Minus Christmas and holidays. Minus holidays, because no ain't nobody trying to hear your bullshit during holidays. I'd be like, shut up, shut up.
Hmm.
This our time. This our time. You know. Besides, well, I don't know. I don't know, Dylan. I think y'all gonna come for the holidays too, because I've been seeing some movies trying to make more LGBT holiday movies, and I'm like, this
Yeah, you
is
heard about that one horror movie that's coming out? It's called They Them.
what?
Yeah, it's
Wait,
literally.
wait, wait. Hold on. Don't tell me. Let me guess. The movie is about a group of LGBT people who go by pronouns, and somebody don't like them because they're gay, and they're coming after them. Am I close?
You are close. So apparently, it's a
Okay.
group of LGBT youth who go to this conversion therapy camp, and there's a killer out there amongst. So they have to band together to figure out who the killer is. But apparently, there's supposed to be a surprise. I'm like, well, it ain't gonna be one of the gay kids. We already know that. Y'all wouldn't do that. You're not that bold. So who is it actually?
Is it wrong that I kind of want the killer to just go ahead and kill everybody on the camp? Just
I know.
don't
Like,
just don't even. I don't even want a survivor. I don't want a
yeah.
survivor. I don't care. And it's not trying to be mean or malicious. It's just that I'm over it. I'm like Dylan. I am over the trying to understand, trying to be like, yeah, this is great or whatever. It's gotten out of control. It's gotten out of control at this point. It literally has. And then Tom Hiddleston had the nerve to say that it's not enough. What you mean representation ain't enough, bro? I mean,
That's too
have
damn
you not
much,
been working
bro.
for Marvel? Have you not been working for
I know.
Marvel? They literally remind us every day y'all asses exist. And then
That's why
Loki
I'm
got
just
a
like,
season 2
what?
coming.
Oh God. The last thing I needed. Oh shit! Because the first one was just so damn bad. I swear, I
Oh, it was
hated
it
every
was it was
episode.
it was a masterpiece, was it not, Dylan?
Uh,
Wasn't Loki a masterpiece?
oh, not even close. The only thing I liked about it was classic Loki and alligator Loki. Those are the only two things, and they were in there for like 5 seconds. So I mean, there was nothing redeemable.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Dylan. Once the first time, when the first episode, when he got knocked out by the fat black bitch, I said, and I'm done. Like I was just like, no,
Mhm.
I'm not even, I don't like where this is going. They're gonna make him stupid. They're gonna make him where he's not as villainous as he should be. So I'm not gonna give it the time nor the effort. And I was right. I was
Mhm.
right. I was right.
Yep.
No. And then when people talking about, oh my god, there's gonna be a Loki variant that he's gonna work with or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a female version of himself. And watch the bitch don't look nothing like the female Loki at all.
Oh, of course, of
She
course.
Sylvia was nowhere close to Loki. Loki, like when Loki was a female, you was like, God damn,
But of course, she still had to be stronger and smarter and more capable than him because
pretty much,
it's
pretty
2022.
pretty much,
Mm.
pretty much. I'm tired of sympathetic villains or redeeming villains. Oh my god, yes, yes, and that's
Yeah.
what they trying to do with that bitch Harley Quinn, trying to put her in the new Justice League for Dark Crisis. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. No, she
Mm.
female Loki wasn't Enchantress at all. Cause trust me, Enchantress is way better of a villain than that. Trust me, Enchantress would have tricked Loki so goddamn bad. It's not even funny. Nah, the bitch wish she was Enchantress. She wish.
They had Enchantress in Agents of Shield, didn't they?
You know what? It's been so long. It's been far too long. So
I
if
want to
if
say
she
she
was
was.
if she was there, I don't remember. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie. Wait, Dylan, how did you feel? So you fully watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. How was it? Were you on board like how I was feeling? Like I don't love it, I don't hate it, but I'm mad to it
Uh,
because it had problems.
so
It had a lot of
oh
problems.
it had problems. I I you know what? I liked the visuals. The visuals in the movie were awesome. But I mean, you
Mhm.
kind of come to expect that nowadays with how much money they throw at these movies. So that didn't really surprise me. I felt so offended, but I was just like you. When that whole thing happened with Black Bolt, I literally just said it out loud. I was like, "Fuck you, movie." I was like, "No, y'all aren't doing it like this. We're not going out like that." Like,
I'm not even gonna lie to you, Dylan. I was in the movie theater when I saw Mr. Fantastic and Black Bolt die. I was like, "Oh,
mhm,
fuck off, movie!" And I said it really loud
seriously.
too, and everybody was laughing at me because I was just like, "Get the fuck out of here with that!"
Mm-mm.
Because ain't no way in hell. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, the only thing that I was like, okay, it kind of did put a little bit of a smile on my face was when Captain Carter died because of the way that she died.
That shit
Like,
was hilarious.
Didn't try to catch that shield or nothing. She watched that shit come straight at her abdomen and just cut her in half. And that was the other thing that insulted me too. Like they showed Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic die in graphic detail.
Yeah,
Her, like, she gets cut in half, and all they do is like show a close up on her face, and then the body falls over, and that's it.
yeah. The only person who survived that was Captain Marvel and Barra Mordu, because let's be honest, Captain Marvel ass wasn't dead. The bitch just got knocked out. That's all that was. All Wanda did was throw a statue on her. Please, that girl was taking hits like
Yeah,
it wasn't
I
nobody
saw that. I
business.
was like, the statue, really? I was like, that didn't really seem convincing enough. Like all they did was just show the hand just like falls. Like, okay, that's not really convincing that she's dead.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. And it was kind of because Peggy was like, "I can do this all day."
I know. I was like,
Oh,
obviously
okay.
not. You were able to do it for about 2 more minutes.
Right, right. And I love how they let the girls fight, but the guys were
Mhm.
like, you're dead."
Yeah, just like dead. But then she comes to Captain Carter. She's like, okay, yeah, I'll actually try and fight you hand to hand, even though I could kill you even easier than either of those two.
I'm not gonna lie. When they had the when when America and Christine was in the little chamber or whatever and stuff like that, and she was like, "You gotta let me go, you gotta let me out," and whatever and stuff like that. And they're trying to figure out how to get out. And then you saw Wanda just like limping, limping. I was like, here's Carrie. Like
Oh god.
it was so like Carrie was like, wait, is this Carrie or is this a Marvel movie? Because I forgot for I literally had flashbacks to Carrie for a second. I was like, wait, what?
The thing about that made me laugh was that, like, when Doctor Strange woke up in that, like, cell or whatever, like, America was pounding on the glass trying to get their attention and shit, and then he obviously wasn't able to do his magic or anything, and then she's over talking about, "Yeah, I invented these cages and he uses special materials and all that shit," but then when Wanda's coming, all of a sudden she picks up a fire extinguisher and
Yeah,
starts hitting, that's gonna do something. I was like, "Are you
like
serious right now?"
I was like, Christine, did you forget that you created them to be unbreakable? Dumb
Yeah.
dumb, remember? And
She's like,
then the
"No, the
computer
secret is just a fire
malfunction.
extinguisher."
I was like, the computer malfunction. You mean tell me you ain't got no manual override controls on you? Dumb dumb.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, she was just trying to open it up. I was like, how many codes did you need to type in for
Right.
the door to open?
Yeah. And then Illuminati was just first off, the team shouldn't
Uh,
even have been called Illuminati. And because second of
that was
all,
not them.
that was not them. And second of all, the multiverse team, there is a true multiverse team in the Marvel multiverse that do go around fighting multiverse crazy bull crap. And that multiverse team is the Exiles. Now, they could have easily introduced the Exiles more so than Illuminati, and this junk would have worked out better. But
Mm.
no, they had to introduce a lazy ass Illuminati. And then my thing is, the whole entire movie was trying to make it seem like it was Doctor Strange's fault, and I'm like, but Doctor Strange isn't doing the damage though.
Anything. Yeah,
It's
like he
it's
wasn't even
supposed
doing
to be
anything.
from what Kevin Feige said. It's Loki and Sylvie bitch asses and Wanda. Wanda was literally going through multiverses trying to find their asses. What are we talking about? The,
Seriously,
the,
like
the
it didn't
multiverse
make no
isn't
sense.
endangered by Wanda. The multiverse is endangered by you, Doctor Strange. Are you kidding me? Read. I know you smarter than this, bro. If
That's what I was thinking
anybody,
too.
if anybody should be worried about somebody that's sitting on that damn seat right there, it should be your ass, because we've seen the Counselor of Reeds. We've seen the
Mm.
Counselor of Reeds, and if you guys haven't seen the Counselor of Reeds, you know why I say if anybody will be able to make more damage to the multiverse than Doctor Strange, it will definitely be Reed Richards. Just being
Oh yeah.
honest.
Mm. That's what I'm saying too. Oh, and to answer your question, Andy, they had Pat Stewart as Charles Xavier,
And
from the X-Men movies we all
and they
knew.
snapped his neck.
Hmm.
Like
Snapped his
Wanda
neck. Just
literally snapped his neck, and she shouldn't have, because he is way more powerful than that.
mhm.
It's just like, did y'all not read House of M at all? At all?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, for his mind to be so easily overtaken like that, by
Yeah,
somebody who's never, as far as we've seen, Scarlet Witch has never gone into somebody's mind like that. So I was like, the fact that she
yeah.
was able to do that, it just didn't make any damn sense.
But I ain't gonna lie, I did get excited about that wheelchair though. Because I
I
mean,
was
I've
gonna
been
say,
waiting.
finally they gave him a wheelchair that looks fucking legit.
Yes, they finally gave us the goddamn yellow wheelchair, and I'm like, finally, praise be to
Ah,
Jesus. I ain't gonna lie, Black Bolt looked good though. Black Bolt looked good. I
that's
was
what I
like,
was like, and
how hard was this to do in the damn Inhuman show, Marvel? How
that's
hard
why I'm
was
like,
that to do?
that's what it insulted me. I was like, they finally gave us, more comic accurate stuff, and they just killed them all. So I was like, thanks for giving it
Yeah,
to me for about 5 minutes, and then they all died gruesomely, like without even throwing a damn punch. They all died.
yeah. This Illuminati acted cocky and arrogant, except for Xavier. I didn't care for this Illuminati when they died. I mean, all it did was make you. It pissed you off. It felt like they slapped me in the face, to be honest. Like I was just like, man, y'all did this on purpose. Y'all literally did
Mhm.
this shit on purpose just to piss me off. That's what it was. That's all it was right here.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking too.
buff Jason. As you can tell, I've been a little bit active on the little Twitters. Not as much,
Mhm.
but that's me.
Yep. Hey, he kept his word. He's on the Twitters now.
I am
So
on
watch
Twitter,
out, Twitter.
so I expect you guys to follow me because you guys wanted this to happen.
I just can't wait to see you getting into all kinds of arguments with comics Twitter because oh my god, aren't they fun?
Yeah, I mean there was a few of them that I had trying to argue me down about bullshit, but oh look, my little post that I said, so Black Adam movie is releasing a prequel tie-in comic, and to this day, why the fuck Hawkman and Cyclone black when clearly their characters in the comic books are two white people? They look awful trying to pretend to be these white characters. So here's what Hawkman originally looks like. Here's what Cyclone looks like. Right? Okay, cool. Who the fuck is this? Who the hell is this? Why is Hawkman darker than Silk with golden wings? I don't even know what that is. And then here comes Cyclone. God, she looks terrible.
What the hell is
She,
this?
it looks like a wannabe black person trying to cosplay her
Mm.
and failing miserable. Look at this. This is horrible. Horrible horseshit. That's what it is. That's what it is, Dylan.
It's like the Black Adam movie is one that like I want to like it, but maybe that's already my problem. Kind of like when I watched into Doctor Strange too, where I kind of wanted to like it just because I like some of the characters involved, and then I'm actually gonna sit down and watch it and be like, man, y'all wasted my goddamn time with all this shit.
I hope, and that's what I'm fearing too. Is when I go into if I'm and see, I'm debating with myself whether I should go and watch Black Adam because I do like The Rock. I have been waiting for Black
Hmm.
Adam, but the casting choice after the only thing they got correct for me was Pierce Brosnan.
Oh yeah, he looks awesome as
Everybody
Doctor
else,
Fate.
everybody else looks terrible.
Hmm.
You got Mexican Adam Smasher, you got Black Hawkman and Black Cyclone. And then I heard that they're trying to make the original Red Tornado, Cyclone's grandmother, a transsexual man. Like no. The reason why she had to dress herself up as a man back in the day because back in the 1940s and 30s, women weren't allowed to fight. So she had to dress up as a man to fight crime because it was illegal for women to fight. I just don't understand how you guys don't understand this. Now they're trying to say, oh, it's because she was trans. Oh my God. No, that's not the reasoning. That's not the reasoning. Please, I
I
beg.
even got old girl right here. I got the original one right here.
See, that's
They're
what
just
I'm
gonna
saying.
disrespect this. I mean,
Look
look
at
at this.
her.
Like, she was able to pull it out because yeah, she big boned it. So obviously she could pull it off like with just enough layers. She was able to look like a man. Like,
Yeah.
y'all not gonna disrespect Ma Hunkle like this. I'm not about to buy it.
Yeah, but they're saying that the reason why they're talking about she's gonna be a trans man, and I'm like, oh, all right, all right, and you already know the actress who plays her. She's talking about Cyclone's gonna be um non-binary or whatever, some other pronoun shit that I can't keep up with the words anymore, Dylan. Just like every time I watch Clownfish TV talk about Ezra Miller, they be struggling. I'd be like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go trying to
Yeah.
be politically correct.
Yeah, not even I'm willing to try anymore. I'm just like he and him. I'm not gonna play these fucking games. They them is some bullshit that if they
Arno,
want to play that game, they can.
Arno, the original Red Tornado was my uncle. That was a she, not a he,
Mm.
not a he. I wonder how they're going to introduce White, Wicked and Speed after they fucked up Wanda. I, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this probably
Do
would have
we
been a
want to
perfect.
know?
This probably would have been a perfect time to actually introduce them. Like after she could have teamed up with Doctor Strange, and they could have really took on a real villain, a real villain, you know, a
Mm.
real villain. And once she realized, like, hey, I need to atone for everything I've done, she destroyed Darkhold, and be like, she tells her alternate reality sons goodbye, because she finally realized that she can't have them. They're not hers to have anymore. But because her magic of her destroying the Darkhold and her wish of really wanting to be children, what could have happened towards the end credit, where we could have seen a boy named Billy walking down the thing, and we could have also cut to another one where they're twins, one with white hair, one with brown hair or whatever. And then you kind of have like this meeting. They can either be twins together or they can be twins separately, but you kind of have like a little after end credits that kind of tease them as like Wiccan doing a little bit of magic, and then Speed running off to school or something like that. And that's how you kind of been like, oh shit, that's. And then it goes off without us confirming if it's Wiccan or Speed. But it would have made more sense, because then after Wanda went through the redemption of her sacrificing everything, like literally everything this time around, and realizing that she can't have this chaotic magic anymore, that she released it back into the Nexus or whatever and stuff like that, which will create the mutants, which will also bring in the X-Men. You kind of see how we could have easily rectified Fantastic Four and X-Men coming to this thing, but like in credits, where you see Magneto and Charles, they're like standing in a field or something like that, and it was like, what's going on or whatever and stuff like that. And then Charles be like, we're back. And then Magneto be like, what happened? And then they be like, Wanda. And then that could be another ending credit. That would have been another post credit, and that would have got people hyped for X-Men and Fantastic Four. I don't know what Charles Xavier or Magneto they would have used. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying you could have did something like that. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do now, because Wanda lost her marbles. Like Wanda Wanda lost every sense of forgiveness. Like you couldn't if you thought WandaVision was bad, this bitch went on a killing spree.
Seriously. Like, I should have known that was going to come when, like, the producer of, like, this movie was saying, like, "Yeah, if you were a fan of WandaVision, this is actually gonna break your heart." And I was like, "You damn sure right it did." Not that I was
I
even
mean,
that big of a fan of WandaVision.
he gave no fucks.
Mhm. I was like,
Oh
"God
god.
damn."
But I am getting kind of tired. I am getting kind of tired of these heroes becoming villains, and the villains becoming heroes, or redeeming them, or acting like, oh, the villains never do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
come on now. It's getting out of hand at this point. Like, let's stop with the bull crap. Villains are villains. That's it. That's why I want somebody to go into Justice League and beat the fuck out of Harley Quinn and be like, no, bitch, get the fuck out of this team. No. I'm not trying to hear your excuses. Get the fuck out of this damn team, you skank. You skank hoe.
Mhm. Mhm.
Quintel, nobody care about Naomi. That's why the bitch got canceled after one season. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all that Dylan, what I say when we had our live stream last time about when Naomi was announced. And I said, watch this shit get canceled after one season. There was no
I
way.
mean,
There
that's
was
what
no
I'm
way.
like. I also never heard anybody actually say anything about it. That's why I'm like, well, of course it got canceled. I was like, nobody was talking about it. I don't even think anybody actually watched this damn show. So at some point they were just like, yeah, we need to cancel this shit. Why are we even gonna keep going with it? Like,
And then
no one's watching it, nobody cares.
what made it so bad is the series finale was the lowest series finale for any show on the CW. Like,
Damn.
The finale of the show was the lowest rated finale of all time in CW history. You know you're bad when your finale can't even bring in the audience. When
Man, that's pretty
it
sad.
draws in a negative.
Ugh. Well, it makes sense, honestly, after having just heard about it. I've never watched it. I don't even know that character all that well, so I was like, why am I going to bother to watch it? But just,
Yeah.
I, I mean, I don't know anybody who knows the character that well that was like, oh my God, Naomi show. Like, nobody cares. The people on Twitter pretended they cared, but nobody was
Hmm.
actually watching.
Yeah. I really don't know. I don't know who likes the character. And I said another thing that was gonna fail it. Didn't I also say? I said there's no superhero costume. How you gonna do a superhero costume? I mean, show where the character ain't got no superhero. I mean, no superhero costume. Everybody was like, "Well, Smallville did it." Smallville was another time. Smallville was another time. But right now, we're in the thing where if you're gonna do a superhero movie or a show, they better have some costumes. They better have some costumes. I,
Mhm.
I'm not here to wait for 13 episodes before they finally get a costume, especially when they're the main character. Jesus Christ. Oh, and then did you hear the story about how the CW said that they wanted to do season 7 of Supergirl, but the cast was tired. And then then they went to Melissa and they was like, "Well, maybe we can do season 7 of Supergirl without Supergirl." The show's called Supergirl, dum dums.
Oh my god, and
Well,
you know what, that
how
makes
is
so
that
much
gonna
sense
work?
that they were like, "We're just tired. We're tired of trying to, like, carry this show through these terrible ratings, like, we're
I
tired of
feel
it."
I feel bad for Melissa though, Melissa Benoist, because she deserved better than this. She deserved
Honestly,
better
yeah.
than this. She deserved better than this. And I was just, but my thing is, I was just like, how was you guys going to do season 7 without Supergirl?
I mean, the only way that it would make sense to me is if you would still need to have another person cast as Supergirl, and you could do the whole Matrix thing, but, I mean, that's
Yeah,
where I'm just like, you would still need to, like, change it up. That could
but
have been, like, a good way for them to try and retool the show and get away from some of the stupider shit that they were doing, but, I mean, that's not
But
what they
see,
were
that's
really
why
trying
they
to do.
should have. You remember when Barry and Kara was supposed to die at the end at that first event, that crossover event that they did. I forgot what the damn
Mhm.
crossover event was called. But remember, Barry and Supergirl was about to die, and then Oliver traded their lives to make sure that they stay alive for whatever reasoning, and he took their place of dying later on before Crisis on Infinite Earth. That would have been a perfect time for both Supergirl and Flash to die, and what would have happened is you could have recast Melissa and Grant. And what would have happened would have brought in, like you said, Matrix or Power Girl, or
Mhm.
and for Barry, you bring in the true Wally West, not whatever Keyston Liongale is. Like his ass
He's a
done got
tree, Trey. His
ugh,
pronouns are tree and tree self.
ugh, I'm gonna tree my foot up his ass. I'm gonna my foot up his ass because I ain't gonna lie. Ever since his ass got came from Australia all the way over here to
Mm.
California, that man been a nut job. That man been a nut job, a nut case. I
I
mean,
mean,
he
I will say that I had a little bit of a crush on him at first, and the only reason I get with him now is because he got money, I think, maybe. But now I'm just like, no, you goofy. Like you too damn goofy for me to take seriously ever or to want to be seen like in public with you. Like, no, we're not about to do that.
and then when he was like second guessing himself with the Flash, like, come on, stop. This is your most consistent work, and you over
Seriously.
here don't feel like doing it and all that nonsense. You about stupid on crack.
Mhm.
You
I
about
remember
dumb
hearing
as
about
hell.
that. He was like, "I don't wanna be, like, typecast as just doing, like, these types of characters," so he'd leave for, like, a season, then all of a sudden, he starts slowly trickling back in, it was like, yeah, because you realize you weren't getting anything else, so you were like, "Well, let me go back to that steady paycheck."
And then yeah, and then the characters that he play now in movies and stuff like that, they gay as fuck. Like, okay,
Always.
get it. You're I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he is, to be honest, because
Mhm.
he doesn't want to identify as nothing but a fucking tree. But this is, oh my god, oh
Well, I
my,
mean, it makes sense. His acting is usually wooden, so not bad.
oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Oh god, that's a good one. he got he went from okay when he was in the Flash. Like you can really see that he was really taking it serious to like I guess once he finally got that LA dick or something like that, his ass went like left
Mhm.
and he started getting all crazy and it was just too much. Even after what's that? It was a spinoff of the Love Simon thing, which actually that movie
Oh, yeah.
wasn't half bad. I know, but I know a lot of queers complained about that movie, and I was just like, for fuck's everybody likes the movie. Can't you just take the fucking win? Shit.
That's what I was saying. I was like, "It was cute." I don't know what all the complaining is about.
Yeah, they were talking about
Um,
well because he had this scene about if he went to college and he had this fantasy about what he think gays are and stuff like that. And that's just not realistically. And he really wasn't feeling it. The actor really wasn't into it or whatever. First off, have you seen the actor? The actor can't fucking dance to save his life. He was gonna be awkward regardless.
That's what I'm saying too. I'm like, and now y'all care about, well, then y'all cared about, what's authentically gay, but now y'all will like applaud any stereotype they put in a comic book. Like,
Right.
y'all gotta pick your battle.
I was like, what are you talking about? Everybody liked the movie. It was literally a sleeper hit. It was a
Mhm.
sleeper hit, which means that it wasn't promoted hardly. Everybody went to go slowly watch it, and then word of mouth, everybody started watching it, and it did well. What are we talking about here? And
That's
then
what I'm just like, I'm
and then
confused.
not to mention, it got even a boost from Khalid and Normani song, which I don't even understand
True.
why that song was a why was that a single from a movie about a gay boy? Like
Hey,
love.
search me for an answer.
Dylan, I know you heard that song. I know you heard that song,
Oh,
right?
well, of course I did.
Okay, what message did it? It it had nothing. It had nothing about anything that Simon went through in that movie. It had
I'm just,
nothing.
I'm just
No, I
like,
mean, I'm not saying the song's not good. I'm not saying the movie's not good. But what I'm saying is,
right.
usually when you have a song for a movie, it usually has a theme to it, right? Why did
You would hope. You
why
would
did
definitely hope.
Love Lies had nothing to do with Love Simon at all, but it was the leading single to the damn movie. And I was just like, wait, why is this song?
See, but
It's
my
just
whole
one of those.
question is
It was one of those, like when they thought about what song wanted to put on the soundtrack, and then one of the producers was like, "Love Lies," Khalid featuring Normani. You know what? We need to make that lead.
yeah, they were
Yes.
like, that's the banger. Let's make sure that's the
And then
standout track.
you have the smart producer in the back who was like, um, but guys, you do realize this is a gay movie, right? And the song doesn't have anything to do with nothing that Simon goes through. You thinking too much. We got a
Exactly.
song. We got a
Like
hit on our hands.
we know that the
It's going
gays
to be
love
the
Khalid,
single.
so
It's going to be the single of Love Simon. I remember when the credits came on and that song played, and I said, "Wait, wait, what?" That song was so out of place. It just, I mean, the problem is I like both the movie and the song, but the
Mm,
song and the movie do not go together. It is
true.
like a square and a circle trying to merge together, and you're just like, it's not working. Why is the square block not going into the circle hole? Because it's a block. I know, but we can make it work. No, you can't.
No, you don't need to force it.
Well, guess what? They forced it, and people liked it.
Exactly. So, I mean, I guess it worked out in the end, but still at the same time, it's like,
Yeah,
maybe I should have rethought that one. Like,
yeah.
it's the weirdest thing to me. I
It,
just
it
don't
is weird.
understand though.
It is the weirdest thing, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The movie wasn't bad though. I think my favorite part of the movie was when Simon talked to his mom, and she had that powerful speech to him. I was like,
Mm.
oh girl, I feel it too. I feel it. Even though I'm not dad, I'm just saying I felt what she was saying. And she was like, you've been holding your breath in all this time. And she was like, Simon, this time you get to breathe. You get to breathe. And I'm like, I don't
Mm.
know, man. I was going through something in my mind or something, but I felt it too. I was like, she's right. You're allowed to breathe.
That is true.
because
Yeah.
because if you really think about it, even if we're not talking about coming out the closet, the fact doesn't matter is that a lot of us do hold a lot of things in, and we always trying to be perfect or making sure that we're not offending somebody. And when you finally get it off your chest, you can, what I mean? Like you can finally breathe. And I felt what she was saying, because she's like, you've been holding it in. And it's kind of like, even with if you're talking about anger or loneliness or whatever,
Mhm.
what she was saying didn't was a universal feeling for anyone. And I thought that was very powerful, of Jennifer Gardner said to him in the movie, that I liked that scene. I thought it was a beautiful scene between them. But the movie was pretty cool. I enjoyed the movie. I didn't know it was based off a book series, so whatever. And I know it got a spinoff called Love Hector. And then Love Hector actually goes and meets Simon and Blue, and Key and Stale, his ass Blue done came out the closet for real. Like when Hector went to go see them and Blue was the first person he met, he was like, "Oh my god, aren't you Hector? Oh my god, it's so nice to meet you. Come on, let me give you a hug." And I was like,
Uh,
barf, barf, barf. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I didn't watch this series. Because I saw like little clips from the little thing because I was like, oh, he actually knew Simon. I didn't think he was actually gonna meet Simon, or whatever. And then when I the little episode where he kind of met him, and then when he met Blue, and I was just like, you just can't be a normal gay bitch. You gotta be a loud and out bitch.
that's what
That
they
happened.
always end up doing.
Like he was just too much for me. I was like, I don't know how Simon put up with you, because you can tell if Simon's a normal gay, where he's like, I'm gay, but I like men things. That's
Mhm.
that's about it. But for some reason, I fell in love with the feminine bitch. Like, I,
Oh,
I
don't
said
mind
that
me.
at the most inappropriate time ever.
Oh, that's okay. Can't nobody hear you but me, so it's nothing to even worry about. But that was perfectly timed, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. It's just kind of like it was like he says, "I love you," and I'm both saying, "Oh, I had fallen in love with the feminine bitch."
But see, that's like the good thing, because like that does actually kind of go towards the point, because I mean, like that, as we've both pointed out, like that's not every type of like gay guy. You know what I mean? Like that's not my boyfriend. That's not me. Like if you were to meet it, I've literally I had that happen to me the other day. Like my sister and I both work for the same company. And I've been on like Zoom calls. They never see my face, but they hear my voice. And like my sister was like with two of our coworkers, and she was talking to them about like me and my boyfriend, and apparently they were like, what, like he has a boyfriend? Like we just thought he was like straight. Like everything that we've heard from him, he just sounds straight. She was like, well, he's not flamboyant about it. Like that's why you probably couldn't tell, I guess. But yeah, he has a boyfriend. They were just like fucking confused. I was like, see, this is what happens. People are under this impression that there's
Yeah,
only one type of gay guy.
because just like that video I sent you on Instagram, I'm like, what the hell is this shit? This is
That
shit that they
damn
love
outfit.
promoting. This is
That look,
but
you
this
know
is
what that
what
shit
they
looked
love
like? It,
promoting.
it reminded me of something that probably Iceman would wear to that Hellfire Gala shit.
the Iceman, the original Iceman Gala outfit. Boy, I could just beat the fuck up out of the artist who made the shit. But I ain't gonna lie, at least his outfit's better time around. His outfit is
True.
appropriate. It's
Yeah,
literally
last time they had him in them damn platform shoes and shit.
with the ice dress and ice wings. And I said, and I'm like, oh God, what happened to Iceman? He it's like gay threw up on him. It's like gay threw up on him. Like barf.
That's why I'm just like, what? Who even designed it? Like, who was the artist that designed this shit? Because they need to be stripped of their artistic abilities. They need to not be able to draw anymore.
I know a lot of I follow a lot of the artists on Instagram and stuff like that, and them artists do not like criticism. I can tell you that.
Exactly. And
you've
had to learn that the hard way.
They do like when you criticize them at all, and it's just like because you be like, and it's like I'm not criticizing that your art is ugly. I'm criticizing the fact that you chose this ugly ass design and thought you can get away with this shit. Like what was you possibly thinking with this outfit?
That's what I want to know.
You knew he looked like somebody. You knew this was not an appropriate outfit. Well, you know, we was thinking about the Met Gala, and that's your problem. That's your problem. That's your problem. You're thinking about dumb shit. You know,
you need to be thinking about superheroes and all kinds of that. Over here, thinking about like fashion shows and all these celebrity events. Like, why are you thinking about that while you're working on fucking superheroes? Come on now.
My thing is, what makes you think that comic book readers care about the Met Gala? Is the question.
Seriously.
When you heard a comic book fan say, you know, I saw the Met Gala last night, and damn, did you see the outfits they were wearing? When have you even heard that? Nobody from comic book stores care about the Met Gala. The only reason why I even know about the Met Gala is because I see it sometimes when I'm watching Entertainment Tonight. That's the only why I know about it.
The only reason I ever know that it happened is because like Twitter will talk about it for like 20 minutes. That's the only reason I ever know, like, oh, okay, the Met Gala is going on right now. And I don't even bother to go and look at what anybody wore or any of that shit. People will post it. I see it on my timeline. But I don't go out of my way to learn about any of that shit. And I don't know anybody who does.
I mean, we don't go and look at it, but if it's on Entertainment Tonight, or if I'm driving on the car and you know the radio station, they'll talk about it. And then they'll describe the outfits and stuff like that. You'd be like, that sounds real ugly.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, who even? And they're there and they're like, oh yeah, this is by a famous designer. I'm like, where did that designer get their credentials? Because apparently, if this is the type of shit they're turning out, I might as well get it. Yeah, like I might as well get in on that shit.
Get your money back.
Like, come on now.
Get your money back at this point.
It's not worth it. Like, it's not fucking worth it. I'm like, y'all are doing this. Y'all are literally wearing this shit and being photographed in it, knowing damn well this is something people will remember about you. Like, damn, that's a bad move.
Exactly. And no, Blaster Nixon, I did not see Top. Not that I'm not interested in it, I just haven't seen it yet. So
I think I've seen Top Gun like once. I don't know anything about Top Gun.
That's what I'm saying. I only saw Top Gun probably one time when I was little, and I couldn't tell you the damn story, but I know I saw the movie. That's about all I got.
I know nothing about it.
That's all I got. You know, did you two ever watch the Wolverine the X-Men cartoon? Hell yeah, I watched that. I thought that was an interesting show. And then
for sure.
It was connected to the Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, and it was also connected to, I believe they said, Ultimate Spider-Man, I believe. So all three of those shows were all connected, and then it got just like Avengers of no Ultimate Spider-Man was not part of it. I'm sorry. That was I think it was Spectacular Spider-Man is part of it. I know it's part of a little bit of mini universe, but Wolverine and X-Men was pretty good.
Yeah,
Wolverine and X-Men was pretty good, and I'm mad they canceled it along with Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes. Like that was a really good Avengers show. Like I don't know what they were thinking about canceling that, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I was impressed that we got to see a lot of Emma Frost though, because you know they don't really show Emma Frost that often with the X-Men, so it's kind of great that we did get a chance to see her and stuff like that. And I'm glad that they gave her iconic costume, and then try to cover. I mean, They did cover her up, but what I meant, like, I'm glad they didn't try to cover up her body, her upper body, because she does show her boobs. And I'm like, yes, Lord, that's what I'm talking about. The only change that they did was really Cyclops. Cyclops had a jacket. I was like, why do you have a trench for? That was
Yeah, that
the
was kind of
only
a weird
weird
choice.
thing. Yeah, that was the only weird thing. I was just kind of confused. I was like, now, why you got a trench coat on? But I'm not complaining. But other than that, I was enjoying the show. I thought the show was
Oh
really
yeah.
good. I thought the show was really
Same.
good. Trey, did you not hear about Marvel's VP not reading or visiting comic books? Yeah, I heard about that fool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kind of
like,
a breed word.
what do you expect? His ass talk about sandwiches and food. Like, anytime somebody bring his name up, that's all he talks about. And I'm like, ain't he supposed to be like the VP of Marvel? Why are you not talking about comic books?
Yeah, not
Stupid.
knowing a damn thing. Like even Stan Lee, when he wasn't reading the books, he would still talk about it. Like they ask him, "What do you think about this story? What do you think about this character?" Like he would always at least come up with something and not be like, "Oh, I don't know, I haven't read it." Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. The Met Gala ain't creative. It's absolutely fucking stupid, and it's a waste of words and creative talents combined. Yeah, it is. It's a waste of time, and I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, but they keep doing it. They keep doing it.
Exactly.
Why is there a black cyclone? I looked at this cover and had no clue who it was. Well, because diversity and inclusion.
Mhm. You know who
Like,
she
that means
actually
that's
looks
the
like?
answer.
She looks like that character from Teen Titans Academy, Brat Girl, because she does her hair the
Oh
exact
yeah,
same
yeah,
way with
yeah,
the little
yeah.
things.
She does. She does.
Mhm.
You're right. You're right. You're right about that. So for everybody, let's show them the real Cyclone. Here's the
That's how
real
she's supposed to
Cyclone.
look.
That's
Cute
how
little
she's supposed to
redhead,
look. This is what she looks like live action. They
dog
look
shit.
alike, don't they? They look the same. I couldn't even tell the difference.
And that's why I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I don't care because like people like us will point out like they do this in the movie. It's like, well, that's not true to the comics, and then they put out a comic like this. I'm like, see, there is a comic where she looked like that. It's like, no, we're not gonna play that fucking game.
Oh yeah. In one of JMS's relaunch Spider-Man cover pieces, I criticized the current direction of Marvel Comics handling, and even though he thought I said his art is not good, that's what I'm saying. Like, they'll jump to like these extremes, and then of course, if you're a person who also draws, then they'll be like, yeah, that's why your shit sucks. Okay, all right, here we go with this shit again.
Mhm.
As if you forgot that you were writing for customers and drawing for customers, and if customers think your shit look ugly, guess your shit look ugly.
Yeah,
I
they get to
I mean,
decide.
I'm not
They're the
working
ones
for a
buying it.
major company. I'm just being honest. I'm not
Mhm.
working for a major company. Y'all the ones here.
Mhm. So y'all got
You
more
know?
people to fucking please. Like we can draw shit that just look like shit, and us be like, well, whatever. Y'all draw something that looks like shit, and people don't want to buy it. You don't get to throw a tantrum. You just got to listen to that and learn from it.
Oh, you saying you criticize J. Scott Campbell's relaunch Spider-Man pieces? Well, why would you criticize his pieces? He's only drawing what they tell him to damn draw. Hit, you know what I mean? So, like, maybe don't criticize J. Scott Campbell, because everybody likes to criticize him for drawing correct, everybody looking good and
Mm.
attractive. That's one artist you don't want to really criticize, because his work is fantastic. Hell, I wish his ass stopped drawing damn covers and actually draw a goddamn book. No offense, Jay. Like, I like your covers, but damn, can you do me an entire interior, an entire volume, please? I want a
That's what I'm
I want a
wondering too. I'm
12.
like,
I want a 12.
are you like you getting paid that much off of covers that you're like,
He
nah, I don't need
is.
to do anything inside?
He
I
is.
guess so.
He
Because like,
definitely is.
damn.
He definitely is. I want 12 volumes. Not 12
Mhm.
volumes, but I want 12 issues of J. Scott Campbell drawing whatever character it is. I don't care. And then that way, when it be collected in a volume, is volume 1 of J. Scott Campbell drawing the entire thing. That means I want cover, all the way to interiors. Yes, I want all of it.
Hmm. Hmm. And what
um,
I really need is for people to start understanding context and the times that things came from. Like, it wasn't that long ago, just last week, or maybe it was this week. I saw two different articles talking about like the problems of reading Golden Age Batman, the problems of reading Golden Age Superman, and they go through all this shit where like sometimes he was really racist, and people need to understand he was a work in progress. He's not the type of character we know today, and they made him this and they made him that. I'm like, y'all, do y'all really not understand the time that this was made? Are y'all not able to actually think like that? I'm not
right.
saying you need to espouse those same ideals, but understand what was happening at the time when a Superman comic was written in 1945 and why it is he might be saying this or that about the Japanese. There is a reason why that shit is happening, because there was a war on and people had a very common sentiment. You don't need to sit here and be like, well, it was actually very problematic and we need to talk about it. No, the hell we don't. If you know history, you know what was going on and you can just gloss over it.
And then what makes it so bad is people like that who talk about that stuff is the reason why we never got the reprint of Captain Marvel versus the Monster Society, one of the greatest Captain Marvel stories of all time.
Mhm.
But we can't get it because it's problematic, and it's just like because he couldn't because DC couldn't edit that a lot of the stuff out that is quote unquote offensive, and I'm like, holy crap, oh my
Yeah.
lord, who cares about who got offended by it? You could
Mhm.
have made money. Is money
Seriously.
not important? Who the fuck cares if they got offended?
That's
You
what I'm just
know?
like, they're over here playing like, oh, well, we'll just pretend like that never happens. Like, the only reason why you can work on these characters and make the money you do now is because that shit happened back then. Whether you like it or not, it happened, it made money, the character got popular, and now you get to work on it, even though you have nothing creative and all you do is destroy the character. You still get to make money off of that because of the shit that they did back then, regardless of whether you like it or not, or whether we look at it and be like, oh, that's kind of racist the way they drew that Japanese character or they referred to this person. It happened. It's been printed, it's been reprinted, millions of
Exactly.
people have read it. It's over. You're not changing it now.
Hell, to be honest, I kind of want one of Wonder Woman's villains to come back. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Doctor. No, it was Egg. It was Egg something, right?
Yeah, Egg
It
Foo
was
Young.
Egg Foo Young. Yes, yes. He was a
Hmm.
giant fucking Japanese egg.
Hmm.
Yeah, he sure was. He sure
Getting
was.
weird.
And it was weird. It was weird. And to see Wonder Woman and him fight was just amazing to me. I
That's
don't
what I'm thinking too.
I know some people thought it was racist, but I thought it was a fun story. I was like, yeah, that's right. You beat his ass. I don't even know how a fucking giant egg is whooping y'all, but hey, I mean, like they were literally intimidated by a fucking egg, a giant egg
That's
that
what I'm
had
saying. I'm like, it's comics. Like, if y'all can bring him back and just be like, oh, he's an alien. All right, cool.
right.
And we have the character back. It's that easy.
Yeah, Hulk versus Gravity Man was the shit. Hell yeah. I
Mhm.
love that. That's because Disney brought Marvel. That's why all those shows in the late 2000s, early 2000s. Yeah, yeah, that is true. That's definitely true. One of the worst mistakes ever. I'm sorry, I don't care what none of y'all say. Disney buying Marvel has been a nightmare, just like Disney buying Star Wars, Disney buying Fox. Disney brought too much, and the reason why I'm saying that is because it's all these properties I just named are now limited now. Hell, I just even saw a scene from Family Guy where they was like, that Disney owns us. We can bring in Hercules. What was that? We can't bring in Hercules?
Mhm.
Well, then what was the whole point of this skit for then? Okay. So who can we bring in? And then they said some kind of weird name. And he was like, I'm not bringing him in. Uh, well, damn. What was the hell they brought us for then? I was like, exactly. If you can't do anything with these characters, if you change everything up for it, then what's the point? What's the point? What is really the point of this?
Seriously, like that's the whole point of like character development, character growth. Like shit's gonna change at some point, but in a
Right.
logical way.
Yeah. It's just, oh, God. And can you leave? They're still trying to retool your Powerpuff Girl show. I'm like,
Oh god. I remember when that, like, part of the script leaked out and everybody was like, "No, this has to be fake. Like, this is so terrible. There's no
yeah,
way anybody actually,
yeah.
like, greenlit it." And they never said that it was, but the fact that they were copyright striking and shit, it's like,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah. They
so it
were
was real."
they were copyright striking everybody. If you posted on your Twitter, you was in trouble. And I was like, now why
Mhm,
in the world would you strike somebody
mhm.
on if it wasn't real? And it was real because it said property of CW and WB. So therefore it was the real script. And I remember
Yeah.
me and Finn and Kate, we sat up there and read it, and oh holy fuck, what a nightmare that was to sit through
Like
and read that. I mean, the script was horrible. The script was horrible.
It
I
really
was like,
was. When I read it, I was like, "Oh my god."
shoot
That
me.
whole, like, Bubbles walking in after Buttercup had sex with her girlfriend, I was like, "Nah, get the hell out of here." And that's why I'm like,
The
that's
fact
how
that
we
they're
know it's
triplets
true.
and they're different races was just too much for me.
I
I was
know, I
like,
was like
and then
I
somebody
get
tried to justify that shit, talking about, well, they were technically created and stuff like that. It doesn't fucking matter. They're still triplets, you dumb bitch.
that's what I'm saying.
Why
I'm
would
like,
they
"What
be
happened with Buttercup? She got all the pepper? Like, what the fuck does what are you even
like?
talking about?"
How do you get a Latino, a white person, and a damn black person? How the hell did you get that? How are
Like,
they?
oh, yeah,
How
that
are they?
professor was black too.
Yeah, Professor was black. Miss Bellum was black all of a sudden too. And then
Mm.
Mojo Jojo had a son. So how the fuck a monkey
I don't
had a white son? Come on, come on, somebody.
I was like, this don't make no damn sense. Like, and that's why it's like we know it's true when y'all are copyright striking people, and you even had a lot of people who were like, no, this has to be fake. Y'all could have just run with that and be like, well, I mean, we didn't leak anything, and people would just be like, no, it's fake. What y'all are seeing is probably just fake. Like they're not claiming it or whatever. Y'all could have just done that whole thing and then rewrote it and come back with something. But instead, y'all basically confirmed for us, no, this is true, and we're embarrassed that it got out. See, so it's like see,
Yeah,
if you needed that to be embarrassed about it, can you imagine if y'all had actually spent the money to get the shit on TV? Like, it
and
would have
then
been so much
Chloe,
worse.
Bennett, she got the fuck on.
Yeah. She was like once she finally realized how people felt about it, she was like, "Ooh, shit, I was never here."
Right. And then Roland Dodge said they will have a Hellfire Gala 1 and 2, but no swimsuit issues. Nope, they can't never have that
That's what
anymore.
I'm wondering. I'm like, the swimsuit issues were actually inclusive. It had both men and women dressed skimpily and drawn like
Mhm.
sexy and shit. Like, that's what y'all wanted, isn't it?
Right. Okay, hold on. I wasn't even trying to show your message. I was trying to just read. Um, what they have done, to Wonder Woman and Nubia. Can we review Trial of the Amazon? Oh fuck, I forgot about damn Trial of the Amazon. I'm not even gonna sit here and
I
lie
did
to
too.
you.
I did
I
too. I think
completely,
everybody did.
I completely forgot. I said I was gonna review it, and every time I mean, I look at other comic books and I just completely forget that thing even exists. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you.
Same.
Uh,
Like it happened and then it was over and I was like, okay, on to the next thing because that had no impact on anything.
what is this thing doing? Hold on. Why is it still doing that? There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. It's still showing the message. All right. Because I'm
Okay,
trying to scroll down and it keeps pulling up the same message.
good.
Uh I remember when people first thought that Disney getting Marvel and Star Wars was good, but it's not good. It's been getting worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buttercup being a tomboy as a kid obviously means she was a lesbian. I thought stereotypes were bad. They are bad, but hey.
Hey, that's how they do it nowadays. They
Yeah.
look at it and they're like, oh, this isn't us stereotyping. This is us trying to validate them. Shut the hell
Yeah.
up.
Tomboys equal lesbians according to SJWs today. Yeah.
Mm,
Um the CW pitch makes the Powerpuff Girls Z show look and sounds. Well, I mean the Powerpuff Girls Z wasn't even all that bad actually. I mean, you know, it's like
I don't think I
it's
watched it.
it's Japan's version of what they wanted to take on the Powerpuff Girls. I have no problem with that because they can do this
Mm,
shit better than we can. You know what? I think there was a rumor that they were trying to do a live action Ben 10 series on the CW. Just
I
pray,
believe it.
just God no, just God no. Oh God no! But let's get over here to this nonsense, Dylan. Troy,
Ugh.
Donald Troy, he, him, his Team Justice, first appearance, DC Very Merry Multiverse, issue number 1. The minting of Wonder Man. Troy background is a mystery with super strength and bracelets that comfort a certain degree of invulnerability and a silver lasso that compels truth. Troy role is sometimes that of the muscle, but what seems to be a lack of intelligence is actually a state of frequent distraction. Unsure of his past, he focused on finding a stable future, one that may lie with the Team Justice or perhaps with his brooding and mysterious what they say with the brooding mysterious hero called Raven. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go with this shit. And
And
then
you
here,
know what?
oh
Yeah,
god,
show us Raven.
here's
Oh my
Raven.
god.
Um, so Dylan, I drew the male Raven. It looks
Mhm.
like I was wrong because this is a skinny motherfucker. I drew male Raven with muscles.
Yeah, I'm so tired of them doing the skinny little tweak thing. But if you'll notice also with Raven as well, also seems to have a mysterious past that no one knows anything about. To me, what I'm starting to see from this, because the same thing between Troy and Raven, I'm like, so whenever they say they have a mysterious past, I'm like, oh, so you don't know their past. You haven't even thought about it. You were just like gender swap these characters and make them gay. That'll be cool. Well, what's their origin? We don't know. We'll make it up as we go along.
I like that plan.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, and it works every time. They get to do it every damn time, and then when they actually come around to making the origin, you're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, it never works.
Right. And then this one says real name unknown, he, him, his. Oh God, shoot me,
Oh
shoot
god.
me. Team Justice, first appearance, DC Pride 2021, 2022, issue number 1. Okay. A young hero who refused multiple invitations to join the Team Justice. Raven's powers are as mysterious as the team himself. What little is known suggests a connection to mystical energies and ability to see things others cannot. A romance interest in the Teen Justice member Troy has brought Raven into closer contact with the new team of heroes, but he remains steadfast in his refusal to join, even more determined to keep his reasoning for not joining to himself. But he's into Troy though.
Of course. That's the only thing we do know. We don't know where his powers came from. We don't know where he comes from. We don't even know his name, but we know that he likes Troy. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, that's literally the only thing that they think about, and they just go from there. They get to just make it up, and they act like, "Oh, well, we're creating something really cool because we're going to reveal it all to you." No,
Yeah,
it comes across that you didn't even think about any of this stuff for the character. You just needed extra time, and you wanted to go ahead and already put this out. So you're like, "Well, fuck it. I don't know anything about them. It's Raven, magic powers, likes Troy. There you go." And they just made up all the rest along the way.
right. And then what's so crazy is Grant Morrison on his Substack. He was like, "This is stupid."
Mm.
He was like, "This is stupid."
Surprised that Grant of all people.
Yeah, because he was like DC should not be writing the multiversity at all, and they shouldn't be doing Earth 11. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, this is what Earth 11 looks like.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we've seen these characters before. Like they were I mean, Grant Morrison has had like a big hand in all this. But this is where I'm looking at Grant and I'm like, well, what are you expecting? Like, you created this shit and
Yeah,
then they quickly just like booted your ass out. Like, what did you expect them to do? Of course they were gonna take your good idea or even semi good idea and just run with it
yeah,
themselves, whether you wanted them to or not. Like,
and
that's
then
what's gonna
even
happen.
and even before Grant like expanded upon it, remember this: Batman and Superman actually visit Earth 11 earlier before
Yeah.
when we saw Superwoman, Batwoman, and Super Lad
Hmm.
for it was a Batman Superman story. Oh God, what was it called?
That was during what Superman Batman when they had like that
Yeah,
imposter Shazam. Yeah. I have that, like, the
Yeah,
first
I have the
volume
book
somewhere right now.
too. I have all of the Superman, Batman books too. What was it called? Hold on. See, I'm gonna have to look it up. Superman, Batman, because it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother my spirit.
Yeah, like, I know that first volume was called Public Enemies or whatever, and it was actually really good. The
Yeah,
art in
yeah,
there,
yeah.
everything.
But I, I have all of it. I have all of this, and I really wish they bring back this run. I mean, they're sort of bringing it back, but it's
Mhm.
not the same. It's not the
Yeah.
same.
The animated movie
Um,
was also pretty good.
yeah. Wait, hold on. Here, I think it was this one. Let me see. Volume 4, Vengeance. Was it? Hold on.
Mhm.
See, now I need to Google search Vengeance. Yep, it was Superman
Mhm.
Batman Volume 4 Vengeance. That's what it was.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it was. Because
I just
yep,
I remember, like, back in the day when I first read this, I was still going through a little bit of my, like, my my, misguided phase where I was behind all kind like, okay, here's the thing about me, like, back in the day, I'm talking, like, around 2015, 2016, around the time I got with my first boyfriend, like, I was into all of this shit. Race swaps, sexuality swaps, gender swaps, everything. I thought, "Oh, this is so cool. All of this is so fresh and inventive, and it's just so intriguing." And as I started seeing more and more and more and more of it, and that was the only thing they were doing, I was like, this shit is lame. They keep doing the same thing over and over again, and I'm supposed to keep getting excited for it. Like, I've already seen it. Y'all have already done it. I'm not gonna get excited for it again. And I just slowly started to be like, all right, yeah, I'm out on this shit. And I got to a point where I'm just like, I'm just gonna make fun of y'all now because y'all keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting me to have the same reaction over and over. But the problem with that is I'm not 3 years old. Like, I know how to fucking think and I know how to identify a pattern. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this is so cool again. It's like, no, I've seen it. We're done. Move on to
right.
something else.
And then my thing is the reason why the multiverse, the reason why especially DC had destroyed it in the first place was because it became too convoluted.
Mhm.
Then they sort of brought it back, but they only used it for special reasons, not every damn week or every damn month like they're doing now. Hell, even Marvel done doubled down on the whole multiverse nonsense too, and you're just like, holy crap! If you guys don't stop this, and if we did have a multiverse character, they would have a comic book line that really wasn't affected by anything else. You know, yeah, sometimes they
Oh,
might
yeah.
cross over or whatever, but it would stay to itself for a long time, and nobody said anything about it because
Mhm.
the stories were good. They were telling compelling stories, and they weren't trying to step on anybody's toes. But nowadays, they try to step on everybody's toes, trying to take characters from alternate realities and replace them with other characters or the same character that nobody asked for, just to be like, look, we're being diverse or whatever.
Mhm. Or they think that they're pissing off the people they don't like, which I mean, in that case, like, if the people you don't like are your customers, then it
Yeah,
shouldn't be a surprise to you when your shit goes out of business because you insulted your customers and you apparently had fun doing that. Like, how do you expect to stay in business like that? That's not how any business runs.
my thing is Earth 11 was. I think a lot of things too is these new writers don't understand that Grant Morrison really wrote that Earth 11, which Earth 11 was already a concept before Grant expanded on it. Was literally a world where females are the dominant gene over men.
Yeah.
It's understandable that you will have a world where it's more females than men. Of course, I get it. But that doesn't mean that you start saying, oh, bisexuality, them, they pronouns, gay, and all that nonsense. Like, what are we doing here? Because if that's is that the reason why we came to Earth 11? You could have missed me with that bullshit a long time ago. Because nobody cares. No one cares. You're not even giving a good reason why we should even return to Earth 11. At Earth
Yeah.
11, the only reason why we're here is so we can introduce more gay characters where majority of the team is gay. Okay, DC, did you not see how unsuccessful Runaways and Young Avengers were?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Or X Factor. Oh, okay, okay.
They
I'm
never
just
learn from this shit. They're always just in a race to be like the next one to do like this next like progressive idea or whatever. It's like it doesn't sell. We get why you think it's a good thing, but there's a long track record of y'all trying to do this shit and nobody cares. No matter who you get to write it or draw it or how great of an idea you think it is, people don't buy it and the shit fails. Like just leave it alone.
and they don't care, and they swear people care about this stuff. No, the people on Twitter do not care. Just because they retweet and like something do not mean that they're buying and supporting this shit.
Yeah. If anything, they'll read the shit like online, like on a pirating website, and that's it. Like they're not gonna spend any money to support you. They're not gonna go out of their way to really want to learn any of this shit. Like they
Mm-hmm.
don't care like I do. Like they do not go to the comic book store. They don't try and get into any of this shit. Like they do it on
But
Twitter
they
for
swear.
likes and retweets.
But
Oh
they
yeah.
swear. They swear they into this shit. I was
Oh,
like,
of
please.
course.
The only reason why you like this stuff is because it's popular and it's on TV and in film. If it wasn't, you wouldn't care about it.
Exactly. Like we know that because like go back far enough and these same people just did not care about superheroes. They were the same people who were probably sitting there at home like, do they still make comic books? Now all of a
Or,
sudden they're the biggest fans of all these superheroes and shit. It's like, no, you're not.
or they're the same ones who make grotesque fan art of the characters
Oh
that
god,
nobody
yep.
asked for. Some
Hmm.
characters you just didn't need to see smashing each other, and it's always same sex too. Like, damn it, can you guys use the drawing talent that you guys got and actually focus on, I don't know, maybe making comic books or creating beautiful illustrations besides, oh, you know what'd be cool if we had Robin and Superboy making out, and we have another one of Batman giving the dick to Superman. Like, why? Why are you obsessed with this shit? That is weird. That is weird.
I'm just like I'm so over it, and I just saw right now because it just came up on my phone. I didn't know that. You heard about that Teen Wolf movie they're gonna do, where they're gonna come back together with the TV show people?
Yeah, I heard they're doing a movie.
Yeah, apparently Tyler Hoechlin's supposed to come back. You know, the guy that plays Superman right now. He's gonna come back to that
Yeah,
to
he
play
is.
his part in the movie. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. I wonder if they're gonna get back the fuck is his name? The guy who played Red Arrow in Arrow. Can't remember his real name.
Oh, that's another.
You know what?
That's another fool who lost his goddamn mind. Colton Haynes ass.
Colton Haynes. That's one thing I was thinking about. Isn't it fucking weird how all of a sudden, whenever these characters all of a sudden want, or these actors want to come out about their sexuality, all of a sudden they're like, oh no, I need to step away from the superhero stuff. And then they can't actually
Yeah,
get anything memorable. So they always end up coming back to it. It's like, you see?
and then their characters all of a sudden gay like them.
Mhm. Every time. It's like, see, y'all walked away from this shit because you thought you were gonna find because you were getting your head pumped up by people on Twitter and Instagram telling you how special you are now because you're, gay and all this shit. So you walk away from this a steady paycheck, then you realize, oh, I can't get anything else that's not a fucking stereotype for me. And so they come running right back to the roles that were good for them. It's like you should have
Hmm.
just sat there and ate your damn food. I don't know what you thought you were doing.
Yeah, or they need time. They need time and shit like that. I'm so sick of them always talking about they need time and all that. All that. Can you be appreciated enough and just do your damn job? Like,
Yeah.
damn. Matter of fact, let's look at his crazy ass Instagram. This is Colton Haynes. He was married, but I don't know, something going on with him and his husband. I don't know. Who cares? But
For real.
this the shit. This the shit that he likes to do nowadays. Okay.
Colton, baby, knock it off.
Yeah. Yeah. This
See,
is what
see,
we get
this
from
right
him.
here is also why he ended up getting married to an older man after only knowing him for like 6 months. Because
Yeah, and
like
now they're
these baby
divorced or
gays,
together. I don't know.
is
I don't
that
know.
guy? Like these
Is this
baby
the
gays come out of the closet
is
and they
this his
rush
husband?
into this shit. I think so.
No, no, no. That's the guy.
Oh no,
That's the guy.
that's the guy
No.
that played the dad of
Yeah.
what's her name, Allison or Alexis, whatever her name was. Yeah. So like See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, they come running out of the damn closet, and
See,
then they get
this,
caught up.
this is shit that we talking about. Like nobody wants to see guys dressing like this. They really don't. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
be honest with
especially
you. No.
not out in public. Like, if you want to dress like that to the gay club, all right, fine. But if you want to dress like that when you're going out, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to go to a restaurant, stop. Don't do that.
And then see what the fuck is this shit?
I need y'all to understand. I used to have a crush on this man until he started doing this dumb shit.
Let's see what other wild things because he also likes to talk about. He likes to advocate for what the hell is this?
Oh my god.
Oh shit! I wouldn't have shared this with no one.
I was gonna
I
say he
wouldn't
put
have
on every
shared.
piece of clothing in his grandparents' closet and came out in public.
I don't. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, look, this is one of the things he promoted on his page when he was starting. Like he was trying to be an advocate. Hi
Oh my
everyone, my
god, he
name is.
promoted this fucking pedo.
Oh, I'm
This
sorry.
fucking pedo of all person who has literally admitted that they have attraction to children. You were supporting this person, Colton. Oh, baby.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I had to almost threw up for a second just looking at the chest hairs coming out that thing. Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like, they look at this thing where it's literally a man who put on some very poor fitting women's clothing, and they're like, this is the future. This is living beyond fear. It's like, no, this is living without common fucking sense.
oh my God! And then he said, "This thing said I'm a trans non-binary writer. You ain't trans because you ain't got nothing done. You ain't got nothing done. Stop lying to yourself. What the fuck is this bullshit?" And then what is it say? What is it saying right here? I'm trying to create a world that challenges gender norms and celebrate gender diversity and creates self-expression and recognize that only people can determine their own genders, no one else. Start
Right.
started the hashtag degender fashion to show the world that clothes have no gender and nothing's wrong. And hashtag nothing wrong hair to challenge the shaming of body hair. I mean, look, I'm just gonna be honest. Not every woman wants to see a hairy ass man. Just like no offense, not every LGBT man wants to see a hairy ass chest neither. Just be
I know that I don't. That's one thing that turns me like, I've had, like, other guys tell me that, like, they're turned on by, like, my facial hair or whatever. I have never looked at a dude who's hairy and been like, "That is so hot." I'm not like that. I don't mind if you got some body hair, but when you're hairy like that, I'm like, "Nah, you need to do something about
yeah.
that because we're not about to no. I'm
What
not
is
trying
this?
to do none of that."
What is this? I ain't never heard nothing like this before in my life. Look at this.
Black queer history takeover. Oh, mama. Oh god.
This is what I'm saying. This is the weirdness that just like happens, and you just be like, man, come on. Cause see, look, now he's just trying to be an activist too at the same time, and it's just
Exactly.
like, how about go and focus on getting a job?
Mhm.
See,
And that's what I'm saying, like, I
he should
recognize
have
this
stayed just
shit.
like this. He should have just
Yeah,
stayed
see
like
right
this,
there.
and he could have
You were
just
doing good.
yeah, he was doing good, but no, he had to find himself.
And, like,
I still can't believe he's friends with Serena Williams. That just this I don't
I
even
could
know
see
how
it.
this friend even worked.
I could see it.
No, I'm
I'm
just saying
just like,
I don't even know how you even met her enough to even,
"Oh, that's right, he's
oh
known
yeah,
for,
that's when
like,
he was
going
first
all
on
out
the
on his Halloween costume." Yeah.
oh yeah,
He,
he
like, goes
loves
all out
going
on
out
that
on his
shit.
thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But that's why I'm like, I recognize the shit, like, looking at it, like, it'll take him a few years, and what's sad is, like, I'm pretty sure he's older than me. So I'm like, "You're going through your baby gay phase pretty late," and I recognize because I went through it too, and at the time, you're all about the social causes and standing up for each other and all this dumb bullshit, and
Mm-hmm.
at some point, you realize, like, there's no real point to it. There really isn't. You're just making noise because you've had people put ideas in your head, and at some point, you're just like, yeah, it wasn't really worth it. I should have just kept my mouth shut. And you're going to be too old when you realize that. I remember this one. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord have mercy.
God damn.
I'm surprised. Instagram didn't, remove it. To be honest, the only reason why I'm saying because I
Hey,
mean you see titties.
well, LGBT privilege.
I don't. Okay. All right.
Booty
I think
butt
enough of that.
cheeks.
I think I've seen enough of this
Mhm.
page. Let's see your other friend. What's his name?
I don't know if I want to know.
I've hold on. Once I figure out how to spell this goddamn child's name.
Mm.
Um, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how to spell this man's name.
See,
Okay,
Trey,
okay.
this is the problem with you. You always so negative about everything. You ain't got none but
That's
negative things to say.
that's right. That's right. That's
Mhm.
right. MTV Teen Wolf was kind of gay. From what from the stuff I heard, it wasn't kind of gay. It was gay.
It was. They had a gay character in there. There were definitely subplots in there. And me, I'll tell you what.
And
I enjoyed watching it, and so did my mom. We used to watch
what's
it,
his
and then
name?
we would talk about it.
What's his name? What's his name? The Dylan O'Brien's character, Styles.
Styles, yeah,
It was
Stilinski.
like they was like he had no problem letting people know if a guy was hot or whatever, but he was straight. And it was
Yeah.
funny because I saw a scene where he was trying to talk to his dad, and he was like, "No, Styles, you're not gay." He was like, "Wait, I'm trying to have a moment with you right now." He was like, "Yeah, you're trying to tell me that you're gay. You're not." He was like, "Well, how would you know?" He was like, "Trust me, no gay guy would even dress like you." I was like, "God damn."
I know. I was like, God damn. He was like, no, you ain't got the kind of like fashion sense to be gay. Like, trust me, you're straight. He's like, shit.
He was, yeah, it was. I was like, "Well, does this show hate guy or something?"
He really was kind of like the punching bag. Like, that was the favorite part about it.
Like, yeah, because I never really seen it, but I seen like video clips, and it just seemed like everybody was just punching Styles down or whatever, or like, yeah, Styles, you're not good enough to get a man or a woman. I'm like, God
I'll
damn.
tell you what, like I fantasize about a lot of the dudes on that show, and the only one we ever seen some nudes for was Tyler Posey, like the main character, and I was like, okay though. I remember when they came out, he had some videos and pictures that had leaked out, and I was like, I saw all of it, and I was like, hmm,
I'm sorry, but Tyler should need to go to face reconstruction.
possibly. I
The
could
only
agree
reason
with
why I'm
that.
saying it because I'm like, because I thought so. I thought show it looked like somebody broke his jaw, and I'm like,
Right? He had like a crooked smile and shit.
yeah, and I'm like, I don't know if I don't know, maybe there is a camera angle or something, but you might need to get that fixed
That's what I
because
always wondered too. I was like, did you hurt your jaw at some point and it just never like healed in the right place?
yeah. Oh God, yes, shipping Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and Damian Wayne together, please. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. I'm like, those are his sons and they're brothers, and they were like, well, they're adopted brothers. It doesn't matter. They're still brothers.
Mm.
Legally, they're still brothers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's gross. God.
I had one person on Twitter who was telling me that they were betting that the next thing was going to happen was Tim Drake was going to end up with Connell, and I was like, why would you like? They already had. I was just like, you know what? I'll go ahead and play into this. I was like, they already have him with Bernard. Like, why would you want him to end up with somebody else already? They're like, oh well, obviously Bernard is just there as a device to show that he's gay now. I was like. So why are you wait, so you don't actually care about these relationships being shown accurately or even at all? You're just like, oh, this character is brought in just to make the character bisexual. Now I want to see them with the character I actually want them with. And I'm like, see, y'all are the problem with this
Yeah,
shit. Y'all don't
pretty
even
much.
care about the story.
They never do. They never do.
Mhm.
Because when they announced Tim, they was like, okay, now Tim and Connor can be together. And when it wasn't, people were outraged. They were like, this is not fair. You guys never want to give us what we want or whatever. And I'm just like, They already gave you halfway what you wanted anyway.
But it's never enough. Y'all are never happy. Like every
Mm-hmm.
damn time. And I was like, "You're over here standing this shit." And they were like, "Oh my god, I never said I stan it. Like, when did I ever say that I wanted to see that happen?" I was like, "Your Twitter handle is literally Con L Stan. Why are you gonna
Yeah.
sit there and tell me like, oh, I bet they're gonna end up with this character, and then be like, I never said I wanted to see that. It's like that's part of you. That's your whole thing. That's your whole profile. Why are you gonna sit there and be like, I never said I want to see it? Shut the hell up. Like you're telling on yourself.
Mm-hmm. And then Anthony said, hashtag not my Roy Harper. Gender norms ain't a fucking thing. Good lord. Oh, the audience is like, what's this? Unless it's Henry Cavill.
Hmm. Well, you know, I'll tell you what. I know that it was all simulated, but I remember when I saw the
Somebody
man
said
from
God
Uncle.
nuke us.
At this point, yeah, please. I remember when I saw the man from Uncle. You remember that one scene where Henry Cavill's character is with that? What was she, a model or whatever? They're
Yeah,
upstairs in the hotel room.
I do.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, or I rather, I heard that and I was like, God damn. I know it's just simulated, but god damn.
I'm just saying if he was my uncle, because he has some nieces and nephew. Oh,
Hmm.
he would have been wearing that Superman suit every day. He would have been like, Trey, I can't.
We're not pretending that you're not Uncle Henry. Go put on the suit, Clark.
Put on the Superman suit, Uncle. I'm going to milk you. I'll milk you for all you are worth right now. You will wear this Superman suit every time you come pick me up. Every time we hanging out. Oh, here's a Superman suit. I got it made just for you. Is this really necessary, Trey? I'd be like, Uncle,
Hey,
put
we have a
the
deal.
Superman suit on. But Uncle. Every time. Every time.
It would just be like those TikToks where it's like the recording of like Squidward talking to SpongeBob. I was like, and why aren't you in uniform? And he
Pretty
just like
much.
comes back in the Superman suit.
Like, right. I'm just like I'm like, look, my uncle is Superman. Your uncle is Superman. How is that possible? Well, Uncle's Henry Cavill and he plays Superman. Uh-uh. Yeah, mm-hmm. Uncle. he would have he would have walked out in that Superman costume. I would have like, told you.
Mm-hmm.
Told you. I'd be like, that's okay, DC. Y'all don't have to have him in another movie because he's my Superman.
Exactly. Exactly. Like literally.
Do what? I guess tomorrow. Uh-huh. Yeah. Quantel said I would like a hairy chest of my own, maybe as much as Henry Cavill. Hell, I just wish I would look like Henry Cavill.
Don't we
Just,
all?
just being honest, you know what I mean? When I get in, couldn't tell me nothing. I'd be like, hey. But I ain't gonna lie, he was very impressive in Man of Steel though. When he first came out the water, I was like, God dang it, he got buff because I followed Henry Cavill's career before he got the role of Superman and stuff like that. And then when he got out that damn water, I said, Jesus Christ, what they put him on steroids? man look like a goddamn tank. And then when that guy was trying to like punch him for a bit, and then you can just look, you can see when he punched Henry Cavill, and Henry Cavill looked at him like, you serious? I was like, Jesus Christ, he's massive. Like, I'm not trying to I never want to get bodybuilder levels of muscle, but the physique that Henry Cavill has, now that's a perfect physique.
Yeah, definitely. And it's one of those ones where it's like it's fucking insane to try and like keep it up. Because I remember I used to
Yeah.
work for a woman. She was a little Asian woman who was a bodybuilder, and she had a whole bunch of bodybuilder friends, like women and men, and all of them they were all the fucking same. Like the time when they were coming around for competition, they would come
Mhm.
around, and she would ask them, "How are you doing?" And they're like, "I'm going out of my mind. Like my hormones are all over the place. I'm aggressive for no reason." They're like, "I haven't been able to eat. I'm just barely drinking water. Like." I can't wait for this to be over because I'm losing my mind. And then
Yeah.
literally as soon as they would like finish the competition, they would come in and eat enough to feed probably 7 people just by themselves. Like they would load up on shit. And before that, they were eating maybe a cracker and drinking nothing but water. And it's
Yeah.
like, God damn, like I couldn't put myself through that.
Hey, Face, how's it going? Hey, it's okay. We always late. Anthony
Hey,
Nixon
happens.
said Teen Wolf was queer baiting. I'm quite sure it was. I'm quite
Hey,
sure
it
it was.
worked. It did work.
I'm quite sure it was. But yeah, I would never want to be a bodybuilder. And it's kind of funny because like when people see me, they be like thinking like, oh my God, you must be trying to train to become a bodybuilder. In heavens, no, no, God,
No, no,
God,
no.
no. I would never want to be that big. I just would want to be like I said, I want to be like I want to have a superhero physique and just maintain it. And that's about it. But not
Yeah.
nothing. Oh my God, I'm trying to get on stage and look at my muscles, look at my muscles. No, I don't. No, I
Like,
never
and
want to.
it's one of those things where like it not only takes a crazy amount of dedication, you almost have to like completely give up your life. Like forget about ever going out to eat anywhere with friends. If you end up at an
Mhm,
event with friends, like they try to offer you food, you gotta be like, no, 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 I can't. Like that's not part of my diet and everything. Like you basically just become not a very fun person to be around because you can't do anything, you can't have anything or indulge in anything
mhm.
that's not working out and shit. So it's like you basically give up your life to just look a certain way.
Yeah. I don't know. You already know you already know what I'm about to say. Corner already, already. See, you was there until you said this part. See, here's what he said: incest is disgusting. No matter how thick your stepsister is, corner, corner. Could have
Now
just
we don't
stopped at the incest.
mm,
That was it.
we
And
don't get
then
down like that, Arno.
Blue Wind said, these jokers don't know subtlety when it comes to LGBT concepts. They sure
True.
don't. They
Mhm.
sure don't. When a gay man disses the LGBTQ, you know committing is wrongdoing. um, let's see, Trey and Dylan, who's the worst or who or ruining modern day comic names? I do not buy lists. Who I don't buy? Brian Michael Bendis, of course.
Yeah, Brian
Tom
Michael
King is a
Bendis,
hell no.
Kelly C.
Vita Ayala,
DeConnick, Vita
yeah,
Ayala,
Stephanie Phillips,
uh, Stephanie
uh,
Phillips,
Teeny Howard. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Teenie Howard. No,
Hell,
no,
most
no,
of the
no.
goddamn writers from DC and Marvel.
Fucking T. Franklin. Nah, don't
Oh,
touch none
definitely
of
T.
that.
Franklin. She
Hmm.
that's a hell no in the body bag neither. Now we don't.
Hmm.
Hell, just avoid mostly everyone. Be
Yeah,
honest.
there are a few. I think it'd be easier to tell you who we will buy,
What's the
which is like
what's that writer who wrote the Teen Titans Academy? Cause that shit was garbage. I forgot who the
did
fool
read the
was.
Teen Titan
He
again.
he wrote the entire and then half most of the team was gay. I was like, no wonder nobody picked
Mm.
up this book.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
Right, like holy crap. I would say you can trust Joshua Williams.
Mhm.
He's trying his best. He is definitely trying his best.
Uh,
Um,
also, Jed Mackey, he tends to put out some good stuff.
yeah. Oh, no one from Milestone. Don't even touch Milestone.
Mhm.
But I know Dylan's best friend said that the new book came out. What's the gangster team that they had? God, I'm drawing a blank.
What is it? Blood Syndicate.
Yeah, Blood Syndicate finally came
Mhm.
out, and she said it was awesome. And I'm
Yeah, she
like,
was like, just as I suspected. I was like, just as I suspected. I was smart in not getting that book.
right. Um, Connor literally is literally a ladies' man. Doing that to him would kill his character. Tim Drake was a ladies' man, and look what they did. Iceman was a ladies' man. Look what they did to him.
You never know who's safe.
are Henry Cavill's arms shorter or is it just me? No, his arms aren't shorter. It's just that his waist is bigger than his arms because he's six something, right? Like he's like
Yeah, he's a
6'2"
big
or
dude.
he's 6'2", 6'4". So he has a long waist. So where like me and Dylan, our arms will probably come down close to our waist or thigh, maybe depending on our height. While Henry, because he's like 6'5", I believe 6'4", his arms don't reach the length that it would normally wear for an average person. That's
Mhm.
why it looks like his arms are short. Plus, because he has such a wide chest and midsection, and he has muscle on that,
Yeah,
he
all
it
of
looks
that
like
like
his
holds his
yeah
arms up.
yeah it keeps his arms up pretty much, while having a physique like that. So that's one of those kind of things. I guess Kate isn't going to show up because of negativity.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a shot for no particular reason.
Ooh, rolling dodge.
Hey, hey, Trey, we didn't say it. We ain't said
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Mhm.
we didn't say nothing.
Mm.
Um, Arnold said, Trey, Uncle, put that goddamn suit on, or I'll have some kryptonite in your ass. You do realize kryptonite doesn't work on me. That's a fictional thing. Oh, okay then. Then I
I'll
got
be
one for
like,
you,
I don't know what
Uncle.
you're talking about. I got it right here. I got some
I,
right here.
hey, look,
I got
Dylan,
it.
I'll be
I
like,
got it for your ass.
hey, Dylan, I'll be like, okay then, fine. Save Martha. Because he trust me, if Henry Cavill was my uncle, he already know I would have been criticizing the hell out of him. I'd be like, now, Unc, what was you doing in that line? What was you? He was like, I didn't write it. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Now come on. Now
Mm.
you know. Now you know. He was like, but I didn't write this. It doesn't matter. It came out your mouth. Oh Lord, I would have so much fun messing with him if he was my uncle for real. um, Trey, did you see the Arthur and DW JoJo thing? It was hilarious. No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. That's weird. That Arthur and DW would be. Oh yeah, I did see Dylan's best friend make a video about that. Anthony said, "Did you hear that Nerdette is saying Superman Son of Kal-El is a success? Even the damn comic ain't selling like hotcakes." Yeah, she did make a video saying that Superman Son of Kal-El is a success, and we all lying.
Like, there's a reason. Like, I'll tell y'all what. Like, this is part of like the insight on being a YouTube creator. Part of the only reason why I'm still reading that book is because when I criticize that book, those are my videos that get the most fucking views and fast. I post it, and within the same day, I get like at least 75 views on that shit. I'm like, people really enjoy me tearing apart this book because, like, I guess there's a sense of authenticity when I'm looking at it, and it's like it's very obvious Tom Taylor doesn't know how to write a gay character because the difference between he and I is that I've actually met gay people. I'm not just trying to pander to them. So when I talk about like this is not authentic, this doesn't read real, it's because I've talked to gay people, old, middle-aged, younger, like teenagers. I've talked to all of them. I know how they talk, how they think, how they look at the world, like because I've actually interacted with them. Tom Taylor is just going off of what he assumes a gay person thinks of the world and how they would interact in it, and that's why it comes across completely inauthentic. So,
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, here's your other one right here. Here's your other friend.
oh,
Oh, hold on.
baby, like that's what I'm saying. Like we could hook up
King
on
and
the low, but
Lionsdale.
oh my god, look at this man. Look at this
Yeah, he's tree self.
tree self. Tree don't know what the hell
Look,
tree doing.
tree trying to be I don't know, very artistic.
What the
What
fuck
is
is
this?
that?
What is this? What is this?
Nah, nah, you got to go. Nah, you got to go. You got to go. Uh-uh.
Wait, somebody modeled him. Somebody actually did a model of him and then decided to put these colors in his head.
No,
All right.
just no, no. You
That's
got
kind
to
of
go.
weird. That's kind of
Mm-mm.
weird.
We're not playing that game today.
See, look, he got to remind us.
I mean, I'll tell you what, this isn't gonna be my proudest fat, but still,
Mhm.
like, you need to stop.
I mean, and this guy used to be the kid Flash, and it's just kind of like, but then he got weird. Like
And that's what I'm
he
saying.
got
I was so attracted to
weird.
him at one point, like, but it's okay because like my boyfriend looks better than him, so I'm
Wait,
like, I'm
is this
not
a
tripping
Yu-Gi-Oh
on it.
card? Hold on, he got a Yu-Gi-Oh card. What is this? They say
Crystal Wing.
you'll be
Oh
face
god.
down, no defense needed. Wait, this is a made-up card. Crystal Wing Rainbow Dragon. It's a dragon fusion. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon plus a level 10 ultimate crystal monster. Must be fusion summoned with the fusion materials above. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effect in response to this card activated effects. If this card is fusion summoned, banish all other cards on the field face down. If this card destroys a monster by battle, banish 10 cards from the top of your deck. Top of your opponent's deck, face down. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, banish it. And if you do, banish all cards your opponent's hand and face down. I mean, okay. And
And
then somebody said define.
the whole
He's
sexual
turning.
innuendo, the being face
Oh,
down, no defense,
okay.
like
Okay, because I was about to say I'm kind of confused. Like I ain't not, this effect is overpowered, but okay, so he's trying to turn. Okay, he's trying to turn this into something sexual. Okay, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Oh my god. This is what I'm saying. Like I could hook up with this man, but as far as trying to ever oh my
Like
god.
moving a mountain, but baby, it's right to let it all go. If you open your heart, I promise you will find this rhythm of love is the best of our lives. Even though I love you so much, I can't give you control of my heart, baby. This rhythm don't belong to no one, no one, no one. I know you want the best for us.
Why does every young gay person or whatever they are who's even remotely like have notoriety as a celebrity always has to do music? No matter what. Always. They
Oh look,
always do.
he's doing a new movie. Ken, Dylan, and Sarah set for a LGBT rom com. My fake boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus, why haven't you come back yet?
I mean, I don't. This is what I mean. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't express yourself, but this expression is the
See,
reason why we don't see. This is like I think this is one of the reasons why they was like, you got to go.
yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm also like, you know what? If you want to express yourself, go ahead and express yourself. But if
Mm.
people don't want to associate with you because of the way that you express yourself, don't be surprised.
What is this?
Oh dear God, an embarrassment.
Look, this person said, "Fam, what?"
That's how I am. I'm like, oh my God, baby.
Where is that famous? What? Okay, is that a dress? That's a full dress, right? Okay, yeah, that's a
Oh
that's a
my
full
God.
dress. That's a full dress. Okay,
Oh my God.
that's a whole dress. Mm, mm, mm.
See,
Oh,
like
this is
this
the
just to me.
this is the this that movie that he was doing that I was telling you about. He did a movie where he was like really really gay. Work It movie. That's what it was called. and he was the leader of some kind of group. I forgot what the damn group was, but they were bitches. He was the only guy on the team full of girls, and he was
Ready, and then just switch up the pose.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if he has a clip of it or whatever, but I don't even want to know. It looked like he got a giant diaper on, or just. I mean, he wants to be in tune with nature, so I guess you can't get mad at this man's expression. What the? Okay. Look, there go Flash. I mean, there go Kid Flash. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the return. We all miss Kid Flash. Please come back to the Flash. He's never coming back.
Oh God, these people are so sad.
He's never coming back. He is definitely probably never coming back at this point. Like I said, I think once he went to California, he just lost all his goddamn.
Oh wait, what was that with him with the drag queen?
Where? Oh, hold on.
Go up just a little bit. Whoa, there it is. Jada Essence Hall. I see you, bitch.
You know the person? Oh,
yeah,
wait,
that's
hold on.
Jada Essence Hall. She won season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh God, Mama, why did you put this little twink in first time drags, honey? We don't need to be doing this, Mama. I'm saying this like she could fucking hear me.
You did. You said it like, oh, okay. I don't think she can hear you, but I'm quite sure she would agree.
Oh my God.
I mean,
see, like he got a body. He got a body that I could fool around with it, but at the same time, I'm like
Met Gala. I forgot.
Of course. Oh, and look, what do you know? They put him in a dress. Jeez, who could have ever guessed that?
And then look what he said. Still figuring out who I am constantly, but it's a blessing to be able to be on that journey and play with this on such a stage, along with so many artists I look up to. Thank you for everyone who helped Rainbow Boy transform into new self last night. I'm not reading all these, but yeah, okay, wow, all right.
Still trying to figure out who I am while I wear this dress. Like,
I mean, please don't let these haters.
You know, not one time in any of your pictures on Instagram, going back however far back this is, not one time have I seen you wear anything that's even masculine looking. Not even remotely.
Person said disappointed, gross.
Exactly.
Oh,
like what are you doing? See? Oh God. Phyllis Diller. Jesus, Mrs. Roper.
Oh, and then here's his famous this is his famous one that he did with Ezra.
It just like
this is him saying that, you know, it's okay for somebody said, come on, Kid Flash, you're embarrassing yourself. Oh shit, I wasn't expecting that. Oh my God,
what the fuck?
I mean, he lost his complete mind halfway through. Like, what is going on here? You were supposed to be Kid Flash.
That's what I'm saying too. I'm like, okay, see, now you're getting back to where he's looking like he's still experimenting, but at least he's looking slightly more normal.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, this is where he was. And in this, oh, okay. What is this? What is this?
MTV Awards. I remember this is like one of the first times he really came out wearing like some egregious shit.
I mean, you know, style does not. You know what? Okay, whatever. Clearly, I don't know nothing about fashion no more because this is just ridiculous. What is this? Just what is this?
Oh, God.
I just okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember this. He had like the third eye on his forehead and shit. Like, I'm
I want
telling you, man, these baby gays, you let them run wild and free, and this is the type of shit that they do.
I just want to slap him silly. Be like, if you don't take this bullshit off. Okay, so this he was still doing a little bit of Kid Flash stuff. He wasn't that crazy. So it looks around 2019 is when he kind of like, yeah,
Yeah, lost
and
all his marbles.
yep, right here. This 2018 sort of is when he started talking all that stuff. But yeah, that was the craziness of your best friend.
Oh, God. Like I said, like I
What have we learned? What have we learned, audience?
well, I'll tell you what, like I've had a crush on a lot of these people like him and Ezra Miller and all this shit, but I need everybody to understand I have never once in any of my relationships been the woman of my relationship. I've always been the dude. So it's always these people who do weird shit. And that's why I'm like, oh God. I would be that one, be like, okay, I know you're feeling yourself in this dress, this skirt, blouse combo, but we're going out to Applebee's. Like, take off all of that, go put on some jeans, a t-shirt, and then we can go scrape off the war paint that you got up here too, because we ain't about to be in there fucking shining bright like a diamond, baby. You are not Rihanna. We're not doing that tonight.
Wait, hold on. I think I missed something, Anthony. Wait. Like stop lying to yourself saying it's successful. And then damn, I got the corner. Diversity and inclusion is the reason, Queen. I don't know why you asking that question. Even though Anthony also said even though she made like almost 30 videos about Amber Heard, which let's be honest, people offline don't give a damn.
Which is true.
Yeah. Pick up Jeremy Adams' Flash book. Yeah. Ted Sheridan was a writer for Titans Academy. Weird that he does better with movies. Yeah. Good thing I don't be in Amber. Richter was a X-Men from X-Men was a ladies man. Shatterstar was a ladies man. See, this is why I've been hearing Richter and Shatterstar was never gay. And see, guys, I ain't never read the run where with them, to be honest. I read the X-Men, but I never read the X Factor one where Deadpool and Cable showed up. I read the Cable solo run, but I never read Richter and Shatterstar. So
I mean, apparently Shatterstar was always like bisexual, but it was never something that was like all. It's kind of like the Constantine thing, where it was like, well, the character was always that way, but it's not until recently where they're like, we need to make that the central driving force, and the way that we do that is by having them hook up with dudes. It's like y'all are so trans. That's just gay. Like, that's not bisexual. If the only thing you have them hook up with is men, that's gay. That's not bisexual.
is Mark Waid good? Yeah, actually, surprisingly, yeah, Mark Waid got
He's a good writer. He's an asshole personally, but he's a good writer.
Peter Quill was a ladies' man. He still is a ladies' man. They tried that. More like tree cringe. His Instagram smell like manure. Damn.
That's fair.
Rainbow haircut. Thoughts on John's Pride Cape? We don't talk about it. I mean, that's basically my feelings on it.
Yeah.
Hashtag
trust us, no one else will.
Right. Yes. Hashtag not my Wallace West.
Agreed.
Oh, good. Yep. Arno, maybe that's why he draws guns big. What the hell was that? That it was Kingston Lionsdale, tree self and tree his. You know what? I'm not even about to play this game. I tried. Spreading all the love. That fool ain't spreading shit. I'm sorry, that song, yikes. Oh shit.
I mean, yeah, that song was like, what was that?
Roland Don said this is the audience that DC wants.
Apparently, not that they're paying for shit, but yeah.
Do you think young Tom Cruise would make a great Hal Jordan? Yeah.
Possibly.
Did you guys like him as Wally? Not really.
Not
Not
particularly.
really. Not really. Not
Mm.
really. Thoughts on Blade's daughter? He doesn't have one. I'm just gonna be honest. No.
I forgot that they gave him one. Like when I saw that, I was like, Blade's daughter. I was like, oh, that's right. They tried to like shoehorn that shit in now.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend like it doesn't exist. And then
Yep.
it says Dylan, the disappointed gay dad.
You got no idea, baby. You got no idea.
Taylor said, looks like he's losing his shit. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, what's with these Flash actors being unhinged? Him, Ezra, the serial train killer. Like, California makes people crazy. Yeah, looks like Tree is losing Tree shit. Oh, you know what? Do you like the DC character Dr. Fate? I do like Dr.
Hell
Fate. I
yeah.
think that he's underrated.
That's one of my favorite fucking characters right there. I've always loved Dr. Fate.
And
like,
Dr. Fate, and I'm not even gonna lie, Dr. Fate is actually more powerful than Dr. Strange.
It's true. That's true.
Definitely
Like
true.
Doctor Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme, but Dr. Fate is a Lord of Order. Like that's a cosmic being right there, y'all.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what's so funny, Dylan, is when I had said about the Doctor Strange movie, and I said, you know, I kind of miss the fact that in the live action, Doctor Strange usually has to say spells in order for his spells to work, right? And they never let him say any of his spells. And I said, you know, I kind of miss that. I just made a comment on the little thing. I said, it looks cool, but I said, I kind of miss that Doctor Strange doesn't say his spells anymore. And then, of course, the MCU TARS attacked me, and I'm just like, oh shit, here we go again with this nonsense. All I said was, I wish he would say that.
Like,
you know?
and that's simple enough. Like these are the same people who probably like applaud that shit that I was talking about the other night on my stream with Reptile and his like cousin, who she learned how to do magic because she read about Doctor Strange. She didn't read spell books or anything. She read about magic, and all of a sudden she was able to do magic. It's like these are the same people who think that shit. It's like, oh, all I have to do is do these hand signs and shit. I'm like, this ain't Naruto, bitch. Like that's not how it works. You need to actually know spells. Like that's how this magic works.
Like Doctor Strange actually has to say some of the stuff, and it's just kind of weird. They just like he just do his hand thing, and he does the whoosh, and you just be
all of a
like,
sudden it's just like comes up. It's like
that's
if
it.
they try to do that with Zatanna when they do her movie, I'm gonna be pissed. Because her
Or
whole thing
Dr.
is backwards magic. Like you
like
have to.
the only person I really can let that get away with is Dr. Fate, because we've seen Dr. Fate not say spells, but he just does the spell. But certain characters need to follow rules, and I was like, and then when I also said that, I was like, you do realize magic has rules that you just can't break. Well, not everything has to be comic book accurate. That's what's wrong with you people. Y'all always want everything to be comic book accurate. Well, given the fact that the character is from the comic books, and I read the comic books and I read the character, I would kind of hope that he would, actually stay accurate to that.
Those are always the same type of people who see this shit and they're like, oh my god, they gave us a comic accurate portrayal. It's like, no, they didn't. No,
Right.
they didn't. Like,
Or
you don't actually know it then.
Those are the same ones that be like, oh my god, they gave a comic book accurate costume and you guys still aren't pleased. Yeah, because the comic book accurate costume is actually used as a fucking joke. Let's see. We already said it. Dr. Fate. I just don't. Yeah, Doctor Strange just do magic yellow whips. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Doctor Strange has magic, but they won't let him say the magic because he actually has to say that magic. You can't just do it just because.
I still need to like unbox the shit. I have a Dr. Fate here, and he has like it's like the really like can I open this shit? I think I can. Somehow, this opens in some sort of way. Come on now, help me out. Work with me, y'all. Okay, there it is. Yeah, like he has like all of the like different parts. Although it's a little bit more kind of like the it's the 112 like version. So he's a little
Mhm.
bit more like he was in Mortal Kombat, but he lights up in like the center and everything. I've just never taken him out because I have nowhere to fucking put him. So at some point I'll find somewhere to put him and I'm going to put him up. But I have Doctor Strange's like all over my room. I got like the blacklight version, that figure, another one over here. So I love them both. I'm not gonna lie, but if you were to ask me who would win in a fight, who do I prefer? Doctor Fate all day long.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm. Y'all playing with me?
I think I spelled it. Okay. You know what, Dylan? Let's take a look at a magical music video by your best friend.
Oh God,
I
I don't know what it is, but I already know that I probably don't want to see it. Oh my God.
Do we even want the music on?
I don't think we need it.
He's Rainbow Dragon.
Is that where that whole card shit came from? No, let's not talk about it.
Well, I mean, Rainbow Dragon was created before he made a music video.
Looking so foolish when your power's running out. So speak the truth before the people tear it out. Oh, my heart is racing a million miles. Cause why? Oh, cause you keep fucking up my earth on repeat.
See, this is the type of dude that, like, back in the day, I would have gone over to his place to hook up with him just for the night. And, like, as soon as I walked into his room, it would be all kinds of dumb shit on his walls and dumb outfits in his closet. And I'd be like, all right, let's get this over with because I'm not spending the night.
What? I mean, the transition between.
Like, oh God, they make me look so bad because I have to answer for this shit, even though I'm like, I had nothing to do with this.
What the fuck you doing with that wig on?
I'm saying. See, this is why I push back against this shit, because they have too many people who tell them, yes, you're so talented. Oh my God. See, they got people telling them, yes, you're amazing, you're incredible, you're talented, you should do this, it sounds great. And here I am sitting here like, baby, this ain't it.
Oh God.
He just said I could quit the Flash if I want to. Apparently not. You came back, you dumbass.
You didn't even have. Okay, but what have you been starring in recently that somebody can name besides Flash? Then
not a Zam thing.
Oh, that was those guys in the back. Oh shit. Oh,
Are we sure?
I thought that was a woman. I thought that was women. Oh God, I wasn't paying attention until I saw. I was like, oh, those are men. Oh my Lord.
Oh God.
I mean, I guess if you're at a club, this is the music that they play, Dylan, at y'all clubs.
Unfortunately, I've heard music even worse than this played in my local club, so it probably would be played just because it has a good enough beat to it.
Oh, okay. No offense. Another thing too that I want to also talk about with the LGBT community. I don't know why everybody think they can sing. That's
Exactly.
It's weird. That it's a weird thing that I think is weird.
Yeah, I've had that problem with like RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, I remember in the early seasons, like only the queens who were actually talented at singing would put out an album. Nowadays, it's like all of them put out an album. It's like, baby, you can't sing, and all the auto tune in the world can't save you.
Oh shit.
Oh, baby, baby. See, you know the type of like gay musicians that I go for are people like Rob Halford from Judas Priest, because he can actually
That
sing.
was that was one of his popular songs. I just thought you needed to
I'm
know.
sorry, popular with who? Like,
Dylan's pronouns are Latinx, Latin them, Latin self, or even me. Trey pronouns Black Nix, Black Stem, and Black Self. And my own pronouns were Jesus was the world of his clown nowadays. Most today's music can't hold a candle to music of old. That's true. That's true. I
that's
wonder
true,
how
because
the
back in the
audience,
day, you actually had to know how to sing.
evening everyone, Disney stars have better vocal range than this. Damn. God.
Mm. I
Oh.
mean, when you look at some of the like the
Oh.
Disney stars, you got like Miley Cyrus, you got Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato. Like, at least them bitches can hold a tune.
I mean, at least Raven. Like,
Mhm.
um, finally, I'm ready to do that really amazing boss fight with Arkham Knight. Okay. At best, gay clubs are fans for the village people. His vocals aren't strong enough. He needs more practice. Honey, no, stop. Oh God, stop.
Please. And I will say, I've never been to a gay club where I actually heard a Village People song. Just saying.
Quintel said, "Did you guys hear that? Just some guy was told to stay in his lane, and now he's back to doing comic book reviews. I don't believe that JS is the kind of guy that would just listen to someone and say, well, yeah, because he sat up there and decided to review Superman versus the Klan, and also said that Neil Gaiman's Sandman was always woke. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw that where he was like, I was told I need to stay in my lane. And then, of course, I listened to his video because the other day I was like cleaning around my apartment. So I listened to his review of that comic by, what's his name? Kwanzaa,
mhm,
by about a white or whatever. I watched the whole, or I listened to the whole video. And again, like for the most part, he was doing a straightforward review, but you could tell where this new ideology for just some guy is starting to creep in to where
mhm,
he's starting to do this whole thing like, oh no, I'm going to try and like attack white people and all this shit and attack the cops at every type of. And don't get me wrong, I'm not somebody who likes the cops either, but I don't just needlessly attack them just because I don't like the cops. Like, that's where it's like, okay, it's very obvious what side you're on now, and you're just gonna
mhm.
make that clear every chance you get.
And what's so funny is both him and Tristan both made like slide little videos to like contradict what Eric July was saying. I'm just like, at this point, just tag his ass in there, y'all. Y'all both
And
made
that
videos. Like the whole video about the Sandman thing was literally a response to Eric July's Sandman was never woke and stuff like that.
That's where I'm like, and that's the most insulting thing. I don't know if Eric July said anything lately. I haven't been able to watch him because like work and shit. But like, he's actually said like just some guy is somebody I respect. Like I watch his videos, I like his content. Like he seems like a cool guy and everything. And now you're gonna start attacking him, even though he's literally said nothing about you. You're just gonna
Mhm.
go ahead and say, "No, fuck this guy. I'm gonna like disagree with him because I don't like what he has to say." Okay, well, you're becoming exactly the type of person. I don't care if you want to sit there and say that like the woke Condons are talking about Lord of the Rings and all this shit. Like you're still full of shit on a lot of other things. Just because you're right about maybe one thing,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you that type of credit. Like that's not what we're going to do. On that note, I got to go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sam said, "What are these lyrics?" I don't know. Dylan will tell us when he comes back about these lyrics. He should know. This song is better than the other one. No one's business. What other one? What other song did he do? Marvel Studios calling Earth not 19999 just the sheer hubris on their part. Yeah, I know that was so stupid. That's not. It's not the Earth. Rainbow Dragon. That makes sense. Oh crap. Does Raven really uses spells, or was that something the cartoon thing? That was a cartoon thing that Azeroth Metreon Zenthos thing. No, that was a cartoon thing. Raven would just do the magic. Okay, to be fair, after Carol and Strange slept together, she wanted to do magic. It was so retarded. You know, we don't talk about Carol Danvers, the new Carol Danvers, because everything she does is stupid. um, let's see. Most today's music can't hold. I've grown up to really like Elton John. Getting us the Lil Nas X vibe. The girl from Ant Farm. You talking about China Ann McClain? Yeah, China Ann McClain, who is also a superhero on the CW. She plays Lightning. Elton John has put out quality stuff throughout the decades before his voice change. Yep, yep, yep.
God, I'm so fucking tired. I know
They
you know
asked
what I mean, Trey.
they asked what was those lyrics from the music video, Dylan?
Baby stupidity. That was stupidity and nothing but acceptance from people who should have known better.
I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting when I saw the music video because I've never seen it. So I was just watching it the first time too, Dylan. So I don't know what I thought
Honestly,
I was
I
gonna
feel like
expect.
it's a modern day version of stereotyping where they're like, "Oh, gay people are creative, right? Like they know how to write lyrics." And then they heard the lyrics he wrote and they're like, "Oh, this is great. This sounds amazing." And people like me heard it and were like, "Baby, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you doing? Who gave you the microphone? Can somebody turn his mic off? Can we get somebody in here who can actually sing?"
Right. Oh, let me show you the movie that thing that he was on because he was on that movie. Um, what's the darn thing? Work It. Okay, there we go. Dance scene. Yeah, I don't. Hold on. I gotta find the. I gotta find the thingy. Okay, here is. I think this is one of them. Let me make sure. Let me make sure before thingy. Nope, that's not the scene. That's not the scene. Hold on, because I want to get the scene with this fool. Because I was just like, all right, we don't went too far with this. I forgot how to spell this man name every time.
Hey, it happens. Let me go grab my drink.
It's like I can't. It's like I can't remember. Can't remember his name. I mean, I know it, but I can't. I can't spell it. Okay, is that how you spell his man name? Okay, hold on. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, sometimes you just can't remember. I don't know why. I can never remember Ron Perlman. Whenever I'm thinking about like who's that actor? He was in Hellboy. I can never remember his fucking name.
I mean, like we just saw this man. I just saw this man name like several times, and I still can't pronounce this. I'm like, God dang it! Why can I not remember this man's name? Okay, all right. Let me see. I think this is one. Okay, here's one. He's like this little. He's like the queen bitch in charge. So okay, here they go. Him and that YouTuber.
Can I talk to you for a minute? Make it quick, honey. Okay, so I've been thinking about the routine for Work It, and well, I was hoping I could be featured. I mean, there's going to be a lot of recruiters there, and I just...
Everybody knows that the recruiters are coming to see me lead the Thunderbirds to victory.
Okay. Well, I actually think I'm just as good as you are.
Oh, really?
Maybe better.
How you make? How you? What? Okay.
Let's go then.
I ain't gonna play the music because I don't want them to.
Oh God, it's always the same thing with these young gays. Dance-offs, fashion contests, music contests. I'm like, do any of y'all ever learn how to fix cars? How to build houses? Do any of y'all ever compete in that? Because I've met gay men who know how to do those things, but all y'all motherfuckers ever want to do is dance contests and singing. I'm like, where's the diversity?
She's not bad though.
I mean, yeah,
But of
she bring
course,
it.
because he's the main bitch. Okay, here we go. All right.
Well, of course, you know that he got the pink hair, so you know he about to win this shit. Okay, yes, bitch. We know that you know how to vote. Get it, Madonna. This was what, 40 years ago now? Oh, girl. Look at
I
her.
don't think what he did was
Swearing
impressive,
that
but
she's Willy Ninja. Nah, bitch, you
now
you
he
a
said, "Nah."
discount. Mm.
I don't know why they got excited about this. They got excited about this, and I'm like,
She's over there looking like, oh my god, he jumped on a bench.
"Girl, you outdanced him. What are you ashamed about?" But okay.
Do y'all understand now why I pushed back so hard against my own community? I'm like, once upon a time, we were known for our creativity and, and imagination. Like, that's what we used to be known for. And nowadays, y'all think y'all are still having those same traits, but y'all are bringing nothing brand new. You are
Mhm.
taking shit from the past. You're not even making it original. You are dumbing it down and thinking you're doing something creative. It's not even the case. The people back in the day had creativity and imagination. Y'all are just straight up plagiarizers. And I'm gonna call y'all out every single time you do it. Because I'm
Get
not
him,
with this shit.
get him. What
Mm.
Sam said, the pink hair increased his gay dance level by 100%.
Oh
Pretty
no, Kanan went and vogued. It's super effective.
much. No, L- Lisa fainted. Return, Lisa Cujo. You did a good job, girl. You did a good
You did a
job.
good job. You deserve a nice good rest.
Keenan used Vogue. It was super effective.
Kanan casts confusion on the entire crowd. It's super effective.
I guess all the booty shaking and splits and every flexible move that Lisa was doing wasn't good enough. I'm like,
Hey.
okay.
Hey, that's how y'all want to play it. I guess that's where we're at.
Yeah, audience, I see it. I understand what Doctor Strange did by calling the MCU Earth 616 is disrespectful. It is Earth 19999. Ain't nobody got time for all that. The fact that everybody call it out and they still want to pretend. Oh, and let's talk about the whole Ethan Hawke thing, because Ethan Hawke made a video. Oh, okay.
Don't mind, don't mind us.
And let's talk about the Ethan Hawke thing. You saw the video clip of him talking about the Marvel movies, and he like, I like all superhero movies, and I like all movies. Movies are just art or whatever and stuff like that. And I have a problem. The reason why I'm saying it is because every time a Marvel movie comes out and it gets criticized, everybody always want to try to make excuses for it. And I'm about sick of this shit. Why every time a Marvel movie come out and it gets criticized by people, everybody want to interview somebody else and they want to talk about how, Marvel movies are Marvel movies and there is no difference between a Marvel movie and an artistic movie or indie film and stuff like that. We need to stop treating Marvel movies like they're terrible popcorn flick movies or whatever and stuff like that. I'm like, are you kidding me right now with this nonsense?
I mean, and that's what y'all have like cultivated from this shit. And that's why I'm like, I heard about it today just because like I went and picked up my boyfriend from work and he was like, I think I hurt somebody's feelings today. I was like, why? Because apparently they had a customer come into the store and he was asking like one of his coworkers, like, have you seen Doctor Strange too? Like it was incredible, wasn't it? It was so good. And like his coworker was like, well, I haven't actually seen it yet. And then he looked at my boyfriend and his coworker told him, like, yeah, he's seen it. So he was like, wasn't it so good? And my boyfriend was like, no, it really wasn't. And this dude was just so defeated. He didn't know how to react. I was like, these people, they don't know how to take it when someone's like, no, I didn't really like that Marvel movie. They're just like, what? How could you not like it? It was the best thing ever. It's like, no, it wasn't
No,
though.
it really wasn't. It really wasn't. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It really wasn't. It was okay. It was okay. But like I said, I don't hate it. I don't like it. I'm just like,
I will say it's one of those movies that, like, if it were on TV and I'm doing something, I'll go ahead and put it on just so that it's
yeah.
on. Whereas opposed to like a movie like Eternals, I'm like, if it's on, even if it's just on TV, I'll be like, what else is on though?
Oh no,
Literally anything else is fine.
as soon as I saw Eternals on TV, I'm like, and I'd rather watch paint dry
Exactly. I'm like, I'd rather turn off the TV and just stare at the blank screen.
and come up with my own TV. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, that black screen, yeah. I was watching black screen today, right? And black screen stayed black for 3 hours. It was
Mhm.
so much fun.
It was the craziest thing. I kept expecting it to turn white and it never did. Like, talk about a surprise.
It shocked me so bad that I thought it was going to turn on, and guess what? It never turned
Never
on.
did. Like, goddamn. Talk about a twist.
I mean, like, I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. Phase 4 has just not been good at all.
It really isn't. I'm like, y'all are letting us down. Like, it's just, y'all are over here hyping it up. Like, there are so many great things happening. I'm like, I've seen everything y'all have put out so far. None of it was all that impressive.
No,
Literally none of it.
no. I mean, like I said, Spider-Man No Way Home was your rarity. And that was
Yeah.
your rarity. Literally.
And that's because y'all had Toby and Andrew in there. So it was like people came because they
Yeah.
knew that was going to happen. So they wanted to see it. And yeah,
Trust me.
it made the money.
I'm not gonna lie, Dylan. If they didn't have them in that movie, I was not gonna watch it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. If they never had Doc Ock from the multiverse or Green Goblin or any other character or whatever in that movie, that trailer, I probably would have missed out because
Yeah.
I've been disappointed by the past two Spider-Man movies.
Mhm. I would have
And
waited till it was on Disney Plus. I would have been like,
oh yeah,
take that part out, take that element out, and I'm not watching it until it comes out. Like for me to watch it on Disney Plus, because
oh yeah, I
what am
would
I?
have been.
I don't like it.
I would have definitely been like, I'm not doing this. I'm not
Mm-mm.
because Spider-Man Far From Home was aggravating. I, I ain't never been aggravated by a Spider-Man movie, but while I was watching that movie, I was like, I am fucking aggravated by this damn movie.
I kept
Everything,
feeling like I was like, even towards the end, I was like, okay, so when does the movie start? Like,
yeah.
I've seen all this shit. When does the movie actually start?
Peter was just extremely aggravating in this movie, and I was like, I'm about to snap his neck. I'm about to
Mhm.
snap his neck like Green Goblin snapped Gwen Stacy's neck. I can't do this. I can't do this with this movie.
Like nobody has really captured, well, except for Tobey Maguire. He was a really good Peter Parker, but he was a really good like older Peter Parker. Nobody's ever really captured like the high school version of Peter Parker. Like Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire was good for Peter Parker like in his early 20s, like working at, the Daily Bugle and all that shit. Like he was really good at that. But as far as like the high school version, when they've tried it with Andrew, it didn't work. When they've tried it with
Andrew was
Tom
too
Holland, didn't work.
cool.
Yeah.
Andrew was too cool for school. I don't even know what they were thinking. I was like, what they should have did is they should have got a real nerd first, and then when he
Mhm.
got bit by a spider, magically transformed to Andrew Garfield, so you could be like, oh, okay. Okay.
Like that whole thing where it's like, okay, he's skateboarding and he's just kind of like the emo teenager who just doesn't want to associate with people, even though he's good looking and interesting enough to be. It's like, no, find someone who's really dorky looking, who really
Yeah.
is like socially awkward, who doesn't fit into groups. That's Peter Parker. And then when he turns into Spider Man, he's the complete opposite. Like, that's the balance to strike. And they've never actually done that.
And my thing is, and then Marvel's talking about, oh yeah, and guess what? We're gonna do Spider-Man Homecoming. I mean, what new coming or whatever thing, where we're gonna go back to the prequel, like it's gonna take place before Spider-Man Homecoming, and we get to see Peter be Spider-Man. And I'm like, for what? You should have did this in the damn first movie. The
Mhm.
the hell? It's a little too late for that. It's literally a little too late for that.
Yeah, they
Um,
screwed the boot.
yeah. I mean, like I said, my mom doesn't even like the MCU Spider-Man. She was like, I don't like him because he's not Spider-Man.
Mm.
She's like, he just doesn't act like Spider-Man. I don't know what this is. He's not Spider-Man, he's Spider-Boy. I just don't get it. And I'm just like, yeah, mama, I don't get it neither. She was just like, nope. Because she went to go see Spider-Man Homecoming, and she was like, I'm not seeing a sequel. She was like, I refuse to watch a sequel. I'm like,
Mm.
oh, and my mom's not a big Spider-Man, not a comic book thing, but she watched every Spider-Man. She even sat through Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's got to say something when a person who sat through Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2 refused to see the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming.
Mm. Yeah, like that's one of those things. Like you got to be able to trust your mom because, like, I was the same way. Like for a while, I haven't in a while, but like my mom and I used to be like movie buddies. So especially with all the
Mhm.
superhero movies, like we would go and watch all of them together. And if my mom was actually interested, she was like, "That was a good movie." Like I could tell, like, okay, yeah, that at least was something that appealed to people who might not read comic books, and to someone who read comic books. But like for a lot of them, she was just like, I didn't really get it. Like that was just kind of that was weird. It
Yeah.
didn't really feel like a hero movie to me.
Yeah, she was just like, I'm not pleased with what I saw in Spider-Man Homecoming, and I'm like, I, I can't blame you. I wasn't pleased neither. Shit.
Yeah. It's like I don't blame you at all. Like I was on the same page the whole time. I was also just confused too. Like, and I've actually read the comics. Trust me, it's not because you haven't read the comics that you don't get it.
Yeah,
I have, and I don't get it either.
like I think the thing that people need to understand is, like, especially when it comes to Spider-Man, everybody knows this basic story of Spider-Man. So it's kind of weird that if you know the basic of Spider-Man, what the fuck was Homecoming though? Like, seriously, honestly, I don't know what Spider-Man Homecoming was trying to do, really.
Honestly, to me, it was like they just took the names of these characters and the basic knowledge of what Spider-Man's powers are, and they were like, okay, how can we make our own story out of that? Because we don't want to do what happened in the comics. We don't want to do what's already been done very well in the movies. We're going to try and do something completely different. And in the result, they ended up just completely removing it from what Spider-Man is supposed to be. You know, you got young Aunt May, you got Spider-Man doing all this weird shit, acting in ways that it's like, okay, we see where y'all are trying to go for like the humorous approach and the way that he, has banter with his villains and things like that. But it came across like they were trying to write a completely different hero, but they just put Spider-Man in the title. It's like
Yeah.
that didn't work though.
And then my thing is watching, freshman year, I mean, not freshman year, Homecoming and Far From Home. All it told me was you should have just used Miles Morales. You should have just used Miles Morales, because this Peter was nowhere close to Peter. His friend group, his dynamic of where he lives at, his dynamic of school, all of that was mostly Miles Morales. And it's just like, why you just didn't use Miles? You already took his entire background and gave it to Peter Parker. And people want to say that this is the best Spider-Man ever. In what reality? In what reality? And I think the only thing was when he tried to pull the ship together, and then the whole this will not be my destiny moment. other than that, the movie wasn't all that great at all.
hmm
It was
That's
just crazy.
where I'm like, when I look at that shit, I'm like, even like when he was pulling like the ship together, I was like, okay, I know Spider-Man's strong, but that might be pushing it just a little too much because that's a huge like ship. Like that's like not even just like a few tons, like that's hundreds of tons. You're looking at least 200,000 pounds, probably even more. And I was like, for him to pull that all just with his spider webs, I was like, that's a little too far. Like that's a
Yep.
lot for him.
And then for them to be like, "Oh, his Peter tingles," and I'm like, you know what? Is these one of the moments where I'm gonna just walk out the movie theater because I just could. You gotta be like, I know the hell they didn't just say the Peter tingles. Like, come on now.
The Peter tingles. That sounds like something he goes through when he was in puberty.
Pretty much. And then for him not to have no suit, for him not to have his own suit, for him to rely on Tony Stark, it just
Like
I
that
don't
made
get it.
no sense to me. I was like, why are you gonna like I get it why they in the grander scheme they were like, we're trying to tie it to the MCU. It's like, no, that's not how he got his suit. That no, don't do that to him. Don't take that away from Peter. I can't. Y'all know how I am with these characters. And y'all know how I feel about it. It's like we're
Yeah,
all on the same page with this shit. It's like
yeah.
they keep ruining our favorite characters and they just don't even care. They tell us we're the problem.
Apparently, we always are the problem. We always will be the problem. Apparently, Dylan.
Mhm.
So you already know how that goes. You already know how
Yeah.
that goes.
Fuck us for actually enjoying the character before they actually had a movie. Like we don't mean anything.
Damn. But that's how it be though. That's how it be though.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if the Spider-Man fans are going to be able to hold on for what's about to happen because if that more McTaggart shit is real, if Mary Jane having some kids is real, it ain't enough special edition drawings to keep the fans from rioting. I'm telling you, play them games if you want to. Play them games if you want to.
Yeah. Like go ahead. Go ahead and do it. See how that works out for you. I guarantee it's probably not the way that you expect. And then they always do the same thing where they act so surprised when it doesn't work out. It's like, well, what did you expect? We literally tried to warn you when we were telling you this is a bad idea. Please stop. You sat there and called us bigots, called us all these different names, and then it came out, nobody watched it, and you're like, well, what happened? Maybe you should have listened to the people who had no real stake in it. When we're telling you it's a bad idea, it's not because we're losing money on it. It's because we have a problem with the way the character is being depicted and we know more or less how the character should be. So maybe you should actually listen to us unless you want to lose, tens to hundreds of millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's a lesson that they're learning now because they talking about that there's rumors of Disney losing the copyright from Mickey Mouse, and a lot of companies are talking about like, hey, we not speaking out like Disney dumbass doing.
Yep.
Like we're not doing this anymore, and we're gonna try to make more material that the fans will like. No shit, Sherlock, you should have been did that. You should have been doing that.
Mhm.
I don't know why you stop. Why would
I
you
think it's
stop
only
listening to your
because
fans?
like they had like a few creators who were able to, for whatever reason, convince them like the only people are complaining are racists, they're homophobes, they're bigots, and all this shit. So they're like, oh, okay, well then we don't really care about their opinion. But now they're getting to the point where it's like, okay, well, the majority of people probably aren't homophobes and bigots and racists and all this shit. So maybe it's just that y'all actually do have bad ideas
Mm-hmm.
and we should stop following them.
Right. Oh, and just like your best friend, your other best friend, that he wanna be like, if you guys don't like the fact that Annabeth's been race swapped, then guess what? You're the problem. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So
Like
we're
you
the
wrote it.
problem.
You
You wrote
wrote the
the
shit
damn
in your
book.
book where she's white. And now you want to be here like, well, if you don't like it, then you never understood the concept of being a hero. No, maybe you don't understand the shit that you actually wrote. Don't put in there a character description if you want it to be ambiguous. Don't
Mhm.
describe them as fair skinned and blonde haired and all this shit if you're gonna like be okay with them being cast as black. Because obviously people are gonna look at them and be like, but you describe them completely different. Well, then you don't understand my character. No, I understand how to read, and that's not what you wrote. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, that's the weirdest shit in the world to me. Like, you wrote a recipe for how to make a cake, and you're like, well, you didn't understand. I wrote 3 cups of flour, but I actually meant sugar. Well, that's not how you make a cake, and that's not what you fucking wrote. I don't know what you want me to
Exactly.
tell you.
And then how you gonna try to fault the fans of wanting the character to be accurate to the descriptions that you put in the book? I don't get it. I don't understand it, and they still be wondering why like this stuff doesn't work, why this
Mhm.
stuff isn't successful. You know, you
Every
can't
time.
you understand this. Entertainment has a visual key to things, and a lot of people will use that to like hire or um what else will we what else can we say?
So yeah, they always end up doing this thing where they cast people or they bring on people to make these changes because in their eyes they're like, okay, we're refreshing the idea because it was written
Yeah.
at a time that was not so inclusive. It's like, no, it was absolutely inclusive. Like inclusivity has been a thing since about 30 to 40 years ago. Like going back further than that, okay, you might be able to make an argument that people were not that open to the idea. But ever since like before I was even born, people were like, "No, yeah, we need to add in like different kinds of characters, and all this shit." So to sit here and act like it's not until just yesterday that all of a sudden we were open to the idea of representation of different like diversity and shit. No, that's not the case. Like you didn't invent it. You're not the first person to do it. It's
Mhm.
been around. It's already been done. So to sit here and pat yourself on the back because you think you were the first? No, baby, you weren't. You weren't even fucking close. It happened decades ago. And to sit here and act like you invented something or you're the trailblazer, not even close.
But my thing is that I really don't like is the fact that why you just didn't do Heroes of Olympics then? His spinoff, his that's also part of the Percy Jackson thing. The entire group is literally different races of people.
Mhm.
So why not use an actual book and actually do that one live action? Because at least when a black and an Asian person show up, well, it's in the book. It describes them. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like it's something that's always existed. Like if you look at the Thor comics, people have always acted like, "Oh, well, there's never been diversity until Runa came along." It's like, no, look at Hogan. He's always been depicted as like an Asian-looking character. Like that's not something new. It's always been there, but y'all want to act like it's not until Runa came along that we were able to actually introduce diversity. Like, no, motherfucker, like it's already been there. Y'all aren't new to the game. That shit's been there since the 70s. Try
Exactly.
again.
Exactly. Look, as we always say, refuse to be stupid at this point.
Mhm.
Refuse to be stupid at this point. That's what it is. It obviously is. And then you know what's gonna happen is if the shows, just like Neo Game and Sandman, if these shows don't do well, guess who has to take the brunt of it? Us. Because now we're the homophobic, racist trolls, even though we trying to tell you not to do this stuff. We say don't do it, and you didn't listen. Now you get mad that you don't get the rewards of an all out attack. I
Mhm.
don't know. It's just
And it's like it's to the point where it's like it doesn't matter how much I loved Sandman and all that shit, how much I've always respected Neil Gaiman as a writer. When you come out and you attack your fans saying, "Oh, well, you must just be racist because I always wrote this book to be that type of way, and if you don't like it, that means you're just bigoted, you're racist." Okay, well, I don't care how much I liked your writing. I don't care how much I liked the story. I'm not going to watch it because you obviously insulted me for liking your story and wanting to see it presented faithfully. But now, 20, 30 years removed, you want to be like, oh, no, no, no. You just never actually understood it. Okay, well, if I never understood it, why am I going to bother watching your fucking show?
right.
Obviously, I never understood it. So how am I going to appreciate it?
And then that's the thing too. You antagonize us. You tell us we're trash, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Look at the CW ratings. We showed you. We showed you
Yeah.
the
There's a
MCU.
reason why these shows are getting canceled this soon.
The MCU TV shows. Why ain't none of them but besides Loki, and that's rarely getting a season 2.
Exactly. Like,
Clearly, clearly wasn't good.
and that one even too, I'm like, that's why I'm like, why is that getting a season 2? Like, just seeing the way they treated the character of Loki, and even with like the Infinity Stones, y'all built up all of Phase 3, built off of the whole Infinity War thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, we have this whole drawer just full of Infinity Stones. Some of the people around here in the office use them as paperweights. Isn't that so hilarious? Yeah, it's so hilarious that your whole like central theme of an entire phase 3 that you spent hundreds of millions of dollars building up to is just paperweights. That's all
Yeah,
it is. It's nothing important. It's just paperweights. Oh my
and nobody
god.
has free will. Nobody has free will,
Mhm.
and everything was planned right down to the T.
Exactly. It's like, so why should I really care? I mean, apparently if y'all can spend all that money and spend all that time building up to something that amounts to literally nothing when it comes to this one show in one episode, why should I bother caring about anything that you do? Because apparently everything is subjective and everything can be minimized to a point where it's like, oh yeah, it happened, but you see, it's just a paperweight. That's all it is. It's nothing important to us. It's like, so what was the point? Why should we even care about anything you do if that's just how you're going to treat your own property?
Yeah, I heard that, Quintel. Those ain't fans. Those are hurt activists who were upset that they precious Naomi and Batwoman got canceled, and now they want to try to bully everybody about it.
Yeah, they're trying to do that whole thing. They're like, just to let you know, like, if you celebrate the canceling of the CW shows, then you're the problem and you're a homophobe and you're a bigot. And that means that you're not open to progress and all this shit. It's like, no, no, no. Don't try and come out because you know damn well you didn't watch the show either. So don't try and shame
Exactly.
us into liking it because you know you weren't even watching it. So don't even fucking front.
And what makes it even worse, Dylan, is that we can probably tell them more about the damn show than they could, and we don't even watch the show.
Exactly. It's like like we're actual comic book fans. If we actually cared, even if we don't like it, we're gonna watch it. The fact that we didn't watch it tells you it was that fucking bad that we literally did
Mhm.
not care.
Because Marvel hates Mary Jane and Peter Parker being together. A lot of the fucking writers, for some godforsaken reason, thinks that Peter being Mary Jane Watson was a mistake. And they've been trying to figure out ways of getting rid of their marriage together without a divorce because they knew it wasn't going to be realistic. So they use magic and ID. So to retcon, Mary Jane and Peter's relationship. So they never got married. It's just one of those things like, oh God, I don't know why they haven't retconned it. It is what it is. It's stupid, it's dumb. But hey, like I said, people hate they like these companies hate us. They obviously do. They obviously
Mhm.
do. You know?
Absolutely. It's to that point where they're like, we don't need you anymore. It's like, okay, no, you have no idea how much you need us. Because if we actually leave, you have literally nothing. These
Nope.
people who give you likes and retweets on Twitter, they're not buying your shit. So you have literally nothing. As redundant as Discovery sees your department as right now, trust me, if we go away, you lose your job. There's no two ways about it. Nobody's going to be buying your shit anymore for them to be like, no, we need to keep this department around because they're making this amount of money. No, no, no. They're going to be like, they're barely making this much. Why haven't we cut them already? I'm over it.
I don't know.
I'm not dealing with it. I'm not
I,
dealing with it anymore. Y'all are nah. Y'all are doing too much.
so you left us speechless. You guys left us speechless, and I think
Mhm.
this is where we're gonna leave it off on that one too, just because this is ridiculous. Oh wait, the the another thing too. Now you know how a lot of people don't blame Sam Raimi for Spider-Man 3 or this Doctor Strange thing, and I always tell people you can't blame Snyder for the decisions in, when in his movies, because he's just a director. He have a
True.
little bit of creative saying, but he doesn't write the script or get and only WB can approve of the script. And the reason why I'm saying that is because now some, I guess, Snyder cut haters are trying to say that the Oscar that they that Justice League won was a rigged voting thing or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, we're not playing this game. We're not playing this game. Leave this shit alone. You just mad that Snyder cut won. And they was like, I just don't understand how Snyder could have won for such a meh movie. Guess what?
Mhm.
He has fans who like him. Actually, no one talks bad about him in Hollywood. You can't find one bad thing about that man at all. And
Yeah.
people love to work with this man. So clearly he's doing something right. He's doing
And it's like
something right.
I'm not like his biggest fan or anything, but like I remember the first time I watched Watchmen, and I was like, "This is actually really cool." Like I
Yeah.
like the way that he did the movie, and I remember a lot of people were like, "No, it was terrible. It was the worst interpretation of the movie." I was like, "It was actually pretty close up until the end." But the way that he did the ending actually made more sense as far as like a movie setting than the
Yeah.
comic book did. So I was totally cool with it. Like I, I, I don't see where these people are coming from with that shit.
And this is the one time where I'm glad they changed the costumes too.
Yeah, like
Because
they
look,
made them more realistic looking and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, the man is creative. That's why I was kind of, like that movie Sucker Punch, and you know how everybody got mad
Oh
about
yeah,
it, and I was just like, but did you not listen to the title? I
yeah,
could have told you that the movie was not what it was going to be at all.
yeah,
First off, look at, if you saw the trailer and you saw the scenes, none of that made no damn sense. I was like, hold on, he is
yeah.
goofing us. He is goofing us. He is trying to use these girls and them fighting stuff to get us to walk into this movie and be sucker punched by the true story. And it was. It
Mhm.
was.
I remember watching it and I was like, even watching the trailer, I was like, none of these scenes actually match up with each other. What is going on? And then when I
Yeah.
actually saw, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. But because you have so many of these people who are like the feminist, like ally types, that are like, oh, well, it's actually that she was being abused. So that means it's not okay
Yeah.
because that's a bad thing. It's like, yeah, that's a bad thing, but we can explore those themes in a movie because no one was actually hurt.
Right. And it's just like this unnecessary hate boner for Snyder is getting ridiculous. It really has.
Mhm.
It is becoming a meme at this point. Just admit that the man is a good visual director. Let's stop pretending like his movies are failures. Like everybody swear like they act like Watchmen was a failure in theaters. It wasn't a failure. It made back his budget. I don't know why y'all
Yeah.
pretending like most of Snyder's movies are just are failures. And another thing is Snyder doesn't write the movies. He might have a little say of where he wanted the story to go, but he doesn't write it. And at the end of the day, guess what? The studio that he's working for has to approve the script.
Mm.
I think the only time he wrote something was the zombie dead thingy that was on Netflix that he did. I think that was written by him. But other than that, you know,
And, like, he wrote, like, the Wonder Woman or co-wrote the Wonder Woman movie, but he didn't
yeah,
direct it. That was,
that's Patty
Patty or
Jenkins.
whatever her name.
And
Yeah,
because
Patty Jenkins.
they saw that she directed, they was like, we gonna give her full control over everything, and that's how
Mhm.
we got Wonder Woman 1984, which it's not bad. It's just need Jesus. It's
He
basically
needs
it's
a
basically
whole
like
lot of
Spider-Man 3.
Jesus, baby.
It's basically a Spider-Man 3. It's basically a Spider-Man 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Mm,
be plain honest with you. Is Wonder Woman 1984 is a Spider-Man 3 movie. Yeah, it
yeah.
definitely.
It needed
It has,
more thought put into it,
yeah,
and definitely would have been better.
yeah. But now they're trying to be like, oh, we need to do investigation and see if the award was rigged or whatever. And I'm just like, no, Snyder's fans followed the instructions. You have to officially be a person. You have to prove that you're a real person, and only one person per email. So they followed the rules. No, you just mad because when Disney tried that bullshit, because they tried to get the Disney Cinderella one, the live action remake one, they tried to get that movie voted or whatever for
I'll
some
tell
kind
you
of
what though,
Oscar,
I
and
did
then they
enjoy that
found
movie. I saw it 3 times.
you actually liked it.
I did. I watched it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So here's how it went. I watched that movie once
Mm.
by myself. Then I watched it again with my best friend.
And
And
then
then I
you
watched it again because my sister wanted to watch it. So I took her and my best friend to go watch it. I love that movie. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care how much anybody else hated it. I liked that movie.
it felt like a complete waste of time. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie to you. I was just like,
Okay, fair enough. I was just like, I
I think
enjoyed it.
the
I don't
only
know.
the
I had a
only
good
thing
time.
the only thing I liked was the dress transformation and the glass slipper. I thought that was pretty unique. Other than that, I was like, I'd rather watch Robinson Hammerstein Cinderella with Brandy. I was like, what
No,
about?
let's not get too extreme. You over here talking like you wanted to watch The Wiz instead of Wizard of Oz.
Wait, hold on. I like the Wiz though. Come on and ease on down the road. Ease
And you
on
trying to give
down.
me shit about liking Cinderella?
Ease.
Nah, we done.
What,
We
you don't
done.
like the
No,
Wiz?
no, no,
No, no,
no.
no, no,
We
no,
we
no, no,
about
no,
to
no, no,
end this stream.
no,
Thank
no,
you,
no,
y'all, for
no,
coming out. Trey done
Wait,
lost his mind. Trey
no,
done
he
lost
has
his
not.
mind at the end
No,
of the stream. I'm
no,
so sorry,
no,
but we done for the night.
no, no,
Mm-mm.
no, no.
No. We're not about to play. I realized Brandy was in it, but you're not about to convince me with none of that.
No, no. The Wiz is Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. Thank you very much.
Whoever was up in it, it wasn't okay.
Wait, you didn't
Blue
like the
Wind,
Wiz?
Blue Wind. I'm about to put you in the corner too.
Wait, you don't like the Wiz?
I'm not here for the Wiz. I'm here for the Wizard of Oz, but I'm not
Oh
here
my!
for the Wiz.
Is it because they black?
Oh, I know damn well you ain't about to throw that shit out. I know damn, because you know damn well I could throw some shit about you about not liking gay characters. We're not about to play that shit tonight, Trey.
He said, "I'm about the Wizard of Oz, but I ain't
I'm
about
about
the
to.
Wiz."
You know damn well I'm about to be like, what? You don't like Johnny K because he's gay? Is it because of that? Is it because he's with a boy?
It sure is. Sure is.
Okay. So y'all heard it tonight. Tonight, we heard that Trey McHale is a homophobe. We all heard it here first. Y'all go tell it to Entertainment Tonight, honey.
What's the hey, Muppets Wizard of Oz. Ooh, with Ashanti.
Oh, okay. You know what? Anytime you put Ashanti up in the mix, I gotta agree with it. That's some good shit. Ashanti was my shit back in the day.
What was the thing? What was it? I think it was like some kind of song like sometimes you got to get out of Kansas, got to get out. I was like, did she just R&B this?
Hey, you know, when you're talking about modern day Kansas, you're like, yo, she had a point though.
I don't blame her. I'll be trying to get the fuck up out of Kansas too. Like, oh, I would have been like, hold on, mom, pop. Can I ask you something? Yeah. Why the fuck we in Kansas? We black. Why the hell are we in Central America?
We're working on this goddamn plantation. You know damn well our grandpa was trying to get up out this shit, and you willingly entered into this shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Nobody asked you for this.
That's what I'm saying. Like my hometown where I came from, it's called literally the friendliest cotton picking town in Texas because we had a bunch of cotton fields around. I'm like, and y'all wonder why the black people literally only live on one street? Come on now. We all know what the reason is.
Oh, Dylan, you want some Wiz. Don't lie to the audience.
Hey, if we talk about what we think we're talking about, not since I was about 20 years old, hey, we too far removed from that.
Oh God. But let's be honest, I ain't gonna lie. These live action remakes from Disney have been just the worst. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
Just terrible.
what?
Hey, have you gone to see the shit? They made it for you, Trey. I hope you
What?
know they just done put out Sneakerella recently. Have you gone check it out?
Oh hell no! I'm not. No, no, God no. They really thought that that was gonna get black people to show up. They really did.
But it was co-written by the black son from what is it? Oh, like All My Children or
Yeah,
whatever, like that. The
George the third. Yeah,
George
I
and
know.
then an older white woman. Like obviously that's the
First
perfect
off,
combination for you to want to watch it.
Dylan, Dylan. Three white men, three white people, one black person, and the producers are white, and the director is white. So where was his blackness at? Because it was like maybe a quarter of his blackness was in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Four
I'm like,
people.
wasn't that enough for y'all? They got one black man on the group. Isn't that enough?
I mean, it took four people to write a movie about sneakers.
Mm. Eh, I
Okay.
mean, that's not racist at all. That's not
Yeah.
stereotyping, not even a little bit.
Dylan and Trey, did y'all ever see the reboot of Proud Family? No,
I haven't
no.
watched it, but I know that it happened.
Once I saw Dylan's best friend Michael, I said, "Yep, too much."
I was like, and I saw people like pointing out, I was like, they were like, wasn't this the kid that like turned into a monster when he got all angry? I was like, exactly. And all of a sudden they turned him into a transgender for reasons.
Yeah, the Snow White set burned down. Even God doesn't even want this. Yeah, I did hear about it. I don't even think they even rebuilt the set. Neither they talking about the production was on hold for that one. The Lord is telling you something.
I was gonna say,
Believe Him.
y'all need to call up a priest and be like, what does this mean? He'd be like, Jesus is trying to tell y'all to stop, and y'all need to listen to that.
Like they've gone too far though, Dylan. I'm not gonna lie, they've gone too far with these live action remakes
Oh
though
yeah.
for Disney. Like, and you know what made me mad the most is the Lion King one, because
Uh,
everybody stupidly went out and saw it, and I told my mom, I said, "Mama, this is not. I don't think this is gonna be a good idea to watch this movie," but everybody has love for the Lion King. We you know how bad it is that people love the Lion King is remember when we was all up into 3D. Dylan, you remember the 3D? You
oh
remember the
yeah.
3D? You remember after James Cameron did his Avatar thing and everybody was using a new technology?
Oh hell,
Remem-
I remember even before that. You remember the dinosaurs movie?
yes, yes.
Yes.
And remember,
Mhm.
remember once we got the James Cameron Avatar movie, and he gave us the new technology of 3D. What did Disney do immediately? They had turned almost every movie into 3D into a 3D spectacle. And what movie did they re-release? Lion King.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
re-released Lion King in 3D, and guess what? Everybody went back to go see Lion King in theaters. In theaters, that movie made $1 billion at the box office just
And
because we went back and watched
everybody
it. Yeah,
everybody I remember who watched it was like, "What was this? Why did they do it this way? They should have done it
yeah.
completely different. Like this didn't make any
And then
sense."
we
And
all went
everybody just
into it.
forgot.
And then that's how you know Disney knew, because if people was willing to go back and watch The Lion King in 3D, the cartoon, the actual animated movie in 3D again, when Disney announced The Lion King live action, everybody got excited for it. And then it was then when everybody sat in the movie and said, what the fuck did we get swindled into? Because you know why? Everybody was so hyped on Lion King juice. And remember, there's a Lion King Broadway production. Everybody loves Lion King, and the
Yeah.
Broadway makes a lot of money. So everybody was like, oh, basically they're going to take the Broadway and kind of make it into a live action spectacle using animals. No, no, it was a lazy, soulless version of the original Lion King movie. And
Yep.
I was just like, holy crap, this was garbage. I really want my money back for this shit.
Mhm. I still
Like,
haven't seen it to this day because I'm like, I know exactly what I was getting into with that. I was like, I'm not trying to like pay the money for that. If I want to like watch something that's actually impactful, I'll go watch the original.
I mean, yeah, the original one is good. I'm just saying, like, But that's how Disney know, because Lion King is like one of the most profitable franchises of all time. Like they constantly make money from the Lion King. Like, be honest, right now, Dylan, if they wanted to, Disney can re-release the Lion King in theaters, and people will be stupid enough to go and watch it. And I'm talking about the 2D movie, not that live action one. Nobody's going to watch the live action one because we learned our lesson. But let Disney re-release the Lion King. Everybody be like, "Yep, we're going back to go watch Lion King." Even though most of us probably got it on DVD, VHS, and everything.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You mean you didn't like Snow White's stepsister, Carmilla Cream? Blue in corner. 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 Jesus Christ, corner. Oh, Lord have mercy. As long as Disney doesn't make a sequel of The Princess and the Frog. Well, actually, they are. Tiana's getting her own show called Disney's Tiana.
Yeah, I know that Disney was expecting it to be like a huge hit, but I just remember because my boyfriend works at like a place where they sell like Funko Pops and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when they come up with like new ones, like they tend to have a line at the store when they open and shit. And apparently their company was expecting that to happen with the Tiana Pops that they put out, and it just never happened. He said they had like on opening day, nobody really came in, and they still had 4 more boxes of Tiana Pops. And it took them forever to finally put those out because nobody was really coming in for them.
I mean, think about it. You have a movie about this beautiful African American woman, and you made her a fucking frog for the most of the movie. What the did you think was gonna happen? She's the only Disney princess to be an animal for a majority of the movie, and people were like, "What about Ariel?" Ariel, we can see her body from fin up. From fin up.
God, I wish you hadn't mentioned that name because that's my coworker that's always pissing me off. She spells it exactly the same way, Ariel. And I'm like, oh, girl, what you doing?
Like, of course, Tiana wasn't gonna do well, and then on top of that, they've been pushing 3D for so long. So when Disney finally did a 2D movie, everybody was like, "Wait, a 2D movie? What is this blasphemy you speak of?" You know? I mean, I like Princess, I like Tiana, and I like Princess and the Frog, but let's be honest. The problem with Princess and the Frog was literally Tiana being a damn frog most of the damn movie. It doesn't make any sense. Isn't it funny? You get a black Disney princess and you make her a damn animal for the most of the movie, but your other Disney princesses ain't never been transformed. So it's weird that you decided to finally do it with your black Disney princess. I don't want to say the words, Dylan, but you know.
Hey,
Okay.
it's what they do. They'll make a black princess, but they're still gonna do some fucking shenanigans with her.
Yeah. Look. Haley got a body. Haley's a gorgeous girl. But I snap that bitch neck. She think if I'm gonna believe her to be Ariel, I snap her. Like, I'm sorry. No, we're not playing these games with Ariel. I'm sorry. There are limits for me. I'm not we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm not playing this game with them, Dylan. I will snap her neck like a damn twig.
That's what I'm trying to say too. Shit.
Like, no, you're not about to sit up here and come out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, I'm Ariel."
The hell you are.
The hell you ain't.
Hey.
Matter of fact, before when she get out the water and say, "My name is
Shit.
What happened? I don't know. She just fell back into the water.
She hit her head on the way down, but I don't know.
Yeah.
She seemed to be okay right before then. She hit her head and then she started talking.
Oh no, we gotta get us a new Ariel, please. I beg, a white person, please. please, I beg. funny you mentioned you need a new Ariel. May I introduce you to this white model I have right here? She's slim, she's tall, and guess what? Look, she's a real ginger.
She looks like her name would be Ariel. Isn't that just a
Right.
coincidence?
And guess what? She doesn't have dreadlocks. That doesn't make any sense in water. I'm like, you do realize, baby, that dreadlocks and salt don't mix, right? And if you live in a salt water, if you live in the ocean, all of that salt is your hair okay. All right,
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I've met a lot of black girls who won't go in the water regardless of how they wear their hair. So to act like, oh well, no, she's fine, she's in the water. Nah, baby, I've actually talked to these people. That's not how they roll. Don't matter if it's
yeah.
braided, don't matter if it's in dreads, they're still not gonna go in the water. It's just
And then
we know how this shit works.
they're not about to let them things get wet neither. If that's the case too, like
No.
at least
Come on now.
you better be lucky if you get at least calf up. The water can't go above knees.
It's not going anywhere. Like they'll play around, they'll splish splash in the pool, but
Yeah,
get their hair wet? No. Now you cross the line.
that's what I'm saying. And then I'm like, with her hair like that, all of that water should have just untangled all her hair, to be honest. But it didn't. And let me see. You enjoyed Brave more than Turning Red. I mean, like I said, I told my mom, I said Brave is a movie. It's one of the few Disney princess movies that it's not made for men to watch. It's really made for moms and daughters, and that's not being sexist or malicious. It really is. It really is. It's a mother daughter movie, and it's not for the guys. It's really not. I'm just being honest. And yes, Frozen is a itch that I wish Dylan can scratch away.
I'm not trying to watch none of those movies. I'm so good.
Like Frozen is so aggravating.
I'm not trying to watch none of it.
You mean to tell me you ain't never seen Frozen?
Nope. Not Frozen, not Frozen 2. The only thing I ever seen was that Frozen short that was before. Which movie was that? It was one of the Marvel movies. I watched it literally just because I went to watch the movie at theaters, and it was right before, so I had no choice. But I've never seen Frozen or Frozen 2.
I've never seen Frozen 2. I haven't seen Frozen 2, but I saw Frozen. I don't even know if I saw it in theaters or not. I don't know. I don't damn know, to be honest. I couldn't remember because the movie got aggravating real quick. It got aggravating real quick. Let It Go ruined a lot for me.
I have a friend who's like a singer, and he heard that song, and he was like, Idina Menzel, she doesn't know how to sing. He was like, she tried, she put in all of her effort. He was like, but she doesn't know how to sing. And it showed in that song. I was like, well, I guess you would know. You've been singing for fucking years, so.
I mean, she's the original voice of Alphaba. You know, the Wicked Witch of the West. Like, she's the one who invented the you know the note. You know the note, Dylan.
I mean, hey, I do. But like at the same time, like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I know anything about music, because like I'm just an appreciator.
True.
This is the bitch who's like, he's like, oh no, yeah, because he's trying to be a country music star and all that shit. So like he studies music and all that shit. So I was like, all right, I'll take your word for it.
Well, she is a little bit older, and I think she has some surgery on her voice. And I think she said that the doctor said that her doing all them high notes every fucking night was killing her voice.
I mean, same thing happened to Mariah Carey. She can't hit the whistle tones no more. But I mean, it makes sense. She's been doing it for years now.
Mariah got to hold her ear in order to hit them notes. She used to be able to do it with the.
She used to be able to hit them like just without even thinking about it. Nowadays, she has to actually like put in the effort.
But another thing is that she also got those the nodules. She got those nodules on her throat. You know how they always say that you're not supposed to have nodules on your voice or whatever, because she was explaining how why she can hit those notes is because she has those nodules on her voice that lets her hit the high notes when she needs to hit the high notes, but usually it's not supposed to let her, but it does. So it worked out in her favor. But again, she is getting older, and after a while, people have to understand hitting high notes
It
every
takes
time.
a toll.
Yeah, it takes a toll after a while. Is Anastasia a Disney princess? Not officially, but she is a Disney princess, but not officially a Disney princess, which is kind of strange. Like Disney brought all these other princess characters, and it's just like you're not gonna officially make them Disney princesses now. Hello, you might as
Y'all
well.
are showing them that way. You might as well make it official.
And besides, Anastasia was a good movie.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Like
Anastasia was
Anastasia,
a
I
good
thought
movie.
Anastasia was a Disney movie. I was like, this movie don't have no right to be so beautiful.
That's what I'm trying. I'm like, Elena Avalor, she's also a great character, and y'all ain't got no Latinas, so y'all might as well make this shit official.
Don't worry, Dylan. They're gonna make they're gonna make a movie, and then they're gonna introduce one, and be like, our first ever Latino princess, and then people are gonna be like, Elena,
They had better.
who?
I'm
Look, they're gonna
waiting.
be like, who?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm over here waiting. Y'all know y'all got a lot of. I've met so many Latinas who are fans of the Disney princesses, but all they got is Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and Belle. Y'all better give them something to actually wear on their backpacks and t-shirts.
Anastasia made my artist hand hard. Arno, corner.
Mm-hmm.
Corner.
I completely endorse that.
Comic book industry hypocrisy. They care about diversity and inclusion, but they barely use their characters. I'm reading the Pokemon Festival of Champions. It deals with death and rejects. Why don't they use Elena? I mean, your guess is good as mine's,
Yeah,
but
I guess it's because she doesn't have a love interest, so it's like, how do we make that interesting? It's like, well, it's very easy. Just focus on her doing what she does to save her kingdom.
or should we go the other route, Dylan? Just like with
What?
Tiana. Well, technically, the reason why. I'm just
She
saying.
got turned into something else, and it's all this other shit that doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could definitely go that way. Like, there are definitely so many Latin American origin stories and just superstitions that could definitely factor into that. But it's like you might as well just at this point, because y'all have a whole cast built for her. Y'all have these different characters and the shit. Just go ahead and build her up. Just go ahead and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. People will accept it. If y'all can bring Frozen in, the fifth white girl, to represent these characters, you can do at least one
First off,
Latina.
there's one thing that people need to understand, and I need people to understand this because I like to ruin this for everybody. Elsa and Anna are not officially Disney princesses. They're not Disney princesses. Everybody keeps saying that they are Disney princesses, but they're not Disney princesses. Disney promotes them as Disney princesses, but they're not Disney princesses. The only reason why is because Let It Go did so well. If Let It Go didn't do so well, Elsa and Anna would not be Disney Prince of honorary. They're honorary because officially on the website and on any Disney princess merchandise stuff, Elsa and Anna is not part of that. But Disney tries to pretend like they are. So technically, what Dylan's saying about of Elena actually can happen. The same thing with Anastasia. They technically can be part of the Disney princess canon now if they want to, but that's up to Disney to do it. But right now, since they don't get any money from those other princesses, but they keep getting money from Elsa and Anna, that's why they kept them in the Disney princess thing, because it's just like, well, if I can sell Disney princess things along with Elsa and Anna, we got some money. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. That's what it's really about, is the fact that money, you know. Trey, are you excited for Black Tinkerbell? Ugh. No, no, Rolling Dodge. I am not. I am. I am not. I'm definitely not. I think it's dumb. I think it's lazy. I think it's ignorance, especially when there already is a black fairy from Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell literally has a friend that's black. Lord have mercy. Oh yeah, I love Rise of the Guardians. That was a good movie. It just didn't make back his budget to continue the franchise, which would have been nice to see. That definitely would have been nice to see, to be honest. Companies are currently waking up from the identity politics nonsense and realizing that they're actually hurting them if they continue down this path. Yes, that is definitely true. That is definitely true.
Okay, why are y'all letting Trey hit notes that he definitely can't hit?
Oh, really? Oh, God.
Don't challenge me to a sing off because you know damn well I'm willing to enter into this shit.
Let go.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. You ready to play?
They had me karaoke in the other stream that you had missed out on, Dylan. They had me over there karaoke and stuff like that. I'm like, I can't believe y'all got me over here singing on stream. Lord have mercy, save me, Jesus, because I ain't never really done this on stream before.
Hey, good job, chat. That's what I expect y'all to do. Whenever I'm not here, put Trey into some difficult situations.
Oh, I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I know this song, and I'm like over here, like, okay, hold on, let me think. And then they kept requesting songs too. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Respect. Good job, y'all. Y'all came prepared.
But hopefully Disney might learn. I think hopefully Disney will expand the Disney Princess franchise. I mean, if Anna and Elsa bitch asses can be on the official Disney Princess thing, even though they're not officially Disney princesses, then Elena, Anastasia, Megara, Kiakadash, Giselle, they should definitely be on the little thing. You know what I mean? Trey, have you heard about spam bots going after streamers? About what?
Aren't they always though?
Yeah. About what?
It's
Okay.
one of those things where it's like we're gonna deal with what we deal with. Like Trey, he's finally been able to like get to a point where he's monetized. I'm not, so I'm still like when I do a stream, whenever I do my videos, I don't give a fuck about anything. What it's gonna do, like keep me from getting more followers. Like I've already understood that my opinions on a lot of comic books and different stuff is going to keep people from subscribing to my channel, and that's totally fine. I'm going to grow my shit organically and connect with people who actually understand, the material that I talk about, not just want to sit there and be like, I loved it. It was incredible. This is amazing. No. We're not going to do that shit on my channel.
That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it paid off.
Exactly.
And then that means I can eventually take super chats.
That's right. So we're gonna come to that at some point. At some point, we'll take y'all super chats, and then y'all gonna have to pay us to talk about what y'all want to talk about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll even throw in a drawing for some of you guys. Hey, look, I mean, hey, if you put some money towards it, might as well give you some drawings for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll help y'all out with that. Don't even worry. We'll give y'all something that makes it worth it.
Where is everyone watching Danny Phantom right now? I've been watching people post multiple videos like are there fairy appearances there's on Netflix? Not that I'm aware of.
I think it's on probably Paramount Plus because I think that they own all
Paramount
like
Plus.
the Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah. Have gone to VTubers using sexual links. If I see them, I definitely will ban them. Oh hell no! What's this? OnlyFans? Laugh my ass off. I'm kidding.
Nah, y'all don't want to see my OnlyFans because
you know what
it's just sad. It's shameful.
Trust me, if I ever, if I ever, it's because I got a body.
Exactly.
I got a body, and I know y'all know some folks are gonna pay for it.
Oh god. But no,
But yeah,
I think we might have to end it here because I'm
yeah,
starting
this
to
is.
get sleepy. It's been a long work week. I don't know
I was
about
just about to
y'all.
say the same thing too. I was about to say, yep, we're gonna leave it at here, guys. It
Mhm.
was a good, it was a good long one,
It
even if
was a
we
good
were
one.
late.
True. But we made it up to y'all. We still came almost 4 hours long, so we still gave y'all content to sit there and watch. We tried
Yeah,
to be entertaining like we always do.
yeah, exactly. And we covered all the craziness of this week and stuff like that. Besides that
Exactly.
Amber Heard trial, that I'm not even about to give my breath for that nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Me neither. I'm
It-
over it.
yeah, I'm over it. I am definitely over it, and I don't. Who knows about this whole Twitter thing, because Elon Musk talking about, wait, hold on.
See, so Trey
But
came back right at the right time where it's like nobody knows what's really going on.
yeah, yeah, YouTubers, man, the streamers. Oh, I guess so. I guess
Mhm.
so. You know, hey, you stop being bad then. You
Exactly.
know. But yeah, thank you for all coming by and watching it. Hey, Blue Win, it's understandable. Oh, and by the way, guys, I got the Twitter. The link is in the description for both me and Dylan's Twitters. Follow me,
Check it out.
follow us. Let us know things. Definitely follow me, because y'all wanted this shit. So
Exactly.
I expect
Make
follow.
it at least worth his time, y'all. He came back. He kept his promise, so at least
I
make it
did.
worth it.
I did. I did. So no more. Oh well, I don't have this social media. Okay, that's understandable. I got Twitter now.
Hey, come back. You can follow him and follow me. If those are the only two people you follow, that's totally fine. We'll keep y'all, up to
Exactly.
date on everything that's going on.
Exactly. But yes,
Mhm.
I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Thanks for everything, and we'll catch you guys later. Trey already being a problem on Twitter, and I love it. What? I don't
Hey.
think I'm being a problem. Not that I'm aware of, but I will tell you, my first date was Jesse Williams. It was a lot. I mean,
Hey, it is what it is. And yes, Rolling Dodge, I will be on Comics Way. We're going to be closing out Roach Balls tonight. So make sure y'all come and check it out. If y'all haven't, go and check out Roach Balls by Rich Ayala. It is on Indiegogo. It's going to be closing out. I think he's going in demand, but just in case he's not, go and check
mhm.
it out. If you have it, go ahead and back his book. If you can't, try and beg somebody to back it for you, or just share it with your friends who you think you might like it. And yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. You will see me over there, and I swear to God, I will be raising hell just like I do everywhere that I do, here on my channel and over there. Y'all will see me there. So yeah, come check out Comics Way.
Exactly. Well, this was fun, guys. Thanks for everything, and we'll catch you guys later. Wait, did you take a drink?
I
There you
have got it right here. Cheers to the chat. Thank y'all, everybody. We will see y'all next Friday.
go. All right. Peace out, everybody.